So let's start with the goodbye to season 3 right now. Bye.
Goodbye forever. Thank God. You know what? Everyone keeps telling me that the next seasons are so much better. If everyone is lying to me like how they lied about John, like our guest here today, then I'm just going to be pissed off. But season 4 better bring something.
Oh, it's bringing the heat, dude.
Is it more than Adam?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't even know why I hesitated.
Yeah.
But it's because...
There was a pause.
Top 10 character, Taylor. Come on, dude.
Yeah, there better be a top 10 character next season, too.
Flash.
Oh, okay.
Lois.
The only reason...
Spoiler.
Lois.
Wait, this is not a spoiler only because the Flash episode is pretty much the only one I have seen of season 4. And you know why I remember that episode? And I don't want to spoil anything because it's such a great one. But I remember that episode because Rascal Flatts is at the end of it. And sometimes it feels like today. Yeah, no.
Anyway, speaking of guests, yes, we have one of the Keeslich bros back with us, Jesse. Zach was unfortunately not able to make it.
I got rid of one of them. One to go.
I'm surprised you allowed me to come back.
So welcome back, Jesse.
I tried to ban him. Somehow I didn't. I only got half.
Only got through to one of them.
Partial credit.
But yes, welcome back. We've had him twice. This is the third time now. Third time. And we're going strong. We expect to have you for every finale now. So
okay, cool.
You signed the contract.
Yep.
You're wearing a Batman shirt, so he's already keeping up with the... What are you doing?
What?
He's wearing Batman, you're wearing Marvel right now. I see Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America.
Yeah, but it's an ugly Christmas sweater, so it's okay.
Christmas is over, dude.
Yeah, but it's an ugly Christmas sweater, so is it really I'm cheering for Marvel, or am I calling them ugly?
If it was Christmas, it would be ugly, but because it's not Christmas,
isn't that homeless?
You're homeless. Yeah.
All right. See, I'm not trying to bring up the competition. I'm bringing it down, including with myself. Hey, Jesse, I wouldn't be laughing over there because I need our audience to understand one thing. Every comment I made this season about how Lana is doing something so horrible and that Lana is making us just heartbroken and dumbfounded, you were the one that came to me from the start and said, Taylor, she's my dream girl.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she?
I
stand behind her, man.
Wait.
God, she's awesome.
Wait, I need you to just answer one question to me. Besides Paris, name one thing that has changed with Lana this season.
Why did I want her to change? I loved her from the beginning.
That's true, dude.
That's not an answer. I'm not.
She's stable. She's something stable in my life that's not changing.
Easy with the word stable. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Easy with the word
She's
stable.
She's stably unstable.
Trauma.
You know, horse.
Yeah.
Look,
chamomile.
For like abandonment issues, she's turned out all right. You know?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've seen a lot worse. She's not pregnant. She's not doing drugs. She's running a business. She's traveling the world. That's pretty good.
Dang,
you can't argue with that.
So because she's not in prison and not doing drugs.
Wait, she was almost in prison.
She almost.
With Pool Boy.
But it didn't happen.
Oh, at least you
Can we talk about how great her hair looks wet in this episode?
Dude, I think she's done that like 2 finales in a row.
This is what we're changing into now? This is what
Yo, you brought her up.
Yeah, you brought her up.
We could have talked about the real topic.
Let's go back to the wet hair.
Let's talk about John after this.
No. We need to talk about the real guest appearance here is that it's Kara. We have our first, I guess, concept of Kara, Jor-El, the cousin of Clark. So that's played by Adrianne Palicki. How would y'all pronounce that?
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know, Palick?
It's
silent at the end.
But yeah, we could talk about John too, but that we can always save that because we'll definitely burn him a new one, right?
No, actually, I'm not going to burn John as hard as people may
figured
think
you would
in this episode.
Because he's not bad in this one.
And he's slowly growing on you.
Okay,
Very good.
whoa.
Very cool.
See, this is why I didn't want you on the show, Jesse, because I can't have a John lover coming to me right now when he lost the fight to Lionel. So you can't even defend the Lana act. So can you?
I just amended.
Hold on, you just said that. Hold on.
Those were great reasons.
You are happy she did not change. That is not defending her.
Yeah, it's stable.
Okay. The other thing.
It's consistent.
How did John lose that fight to Lionel?
Because one, he's a lot of things going on in his head, all right? But you give him no excuse, but you give Chloe every excuse, which he deserves none.
Did
And
you just comment on my girl?
Yeah. And then second, obviously Lionel's a trained fighter. He has the best money paid for. Have you seen him fence?
Wait.
Have you seen him fence?
We've seen him fence.
He has fake swords. John is an actual farmer. Unless you're trying to tell me those...
Look, I do manual labor. It means nothing. You'll lose in a fight. It happens.
To a man that has liver problems?
Yeah, but he's trained.
What? When is he trained? When
You
was
think
there
he
a
wouldn't
sword?
train at all, but read all this Roman history? Oh, he's trained.
What is he? Never back down? Is he running the kid fights?
Look,
Okay, they weren't fighting like that. Okay,
Yeah.
they're having an old man fight.
But like we've
Old man
seen,
fight.
we've seen
Except
that he
John still
has,
had no excuse. He had a gun.
He had a gun. And he had the upper
but he didn't
hand.
have the heart, and he had a lot of things going on in his head, like Jor-El. So
You got a lot of excuses over there.
we can listen to your Chloe episode. We'll talk about excuses.
What?
Well, let's go to the episode.
Truth?
All right.
I mean, John. I mean, they did say lots of strength in character. That's what Martha said.
Yes, not strong
That's what
in
Martha
person.
said. Because John is not physically strong. He's emotionally strong. Kind of.
You said it, and I'm glad you agree. And Taylor's shaking his head yes,
But
too.
for real though, the Lana hair thing, I'm pretty sure she did that exact style last finale.
If it works, do it again,
No,
right?
it ran Clark away. He ran to Metropolis because of the hair.
She definitely did it before. It looks familiar, but
It
I
does,
just thought
yeah. Unless
seen it a
maybe
lot.
I've just seen this episode.
Well, I
too many
think I
times.
think this her turning around into Somebody Save Me in the season finale later, like in the intro video, that final look she took, I think is in the intro. So I think we see it a lot.
Oh, okay. Continuity with the hair.
It's good.
Great. Loving the hair.
It's wet and frizzle. It's beautiful.
The episode we are on this week is finally the season 3 finale, Covenant. We're finally done with this season. Next week we'll have rewards. And again, this is the Somebody Save Me podcast. We have our guest, Jesse.
Remember, when it comes to the awards, we are going to be posting things somehow on YouTube and then on Twitter, of course, just because we want categories from y'all.
That's right.
We want to see what y'all think, and then we also need your votes. If only 2 people vote on something, I don't care. It's still going to be the winner, even though I think my opinion matters over
Yeah, you'll need to
everybody.
put something up.
I think mine counts as 5. Yes.
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 You do think that.
What, Lana Lover?
That's not an insult. I got a shirt.
Why is he here?
Dude. Hey, man, we all loved Lana at one point,
No.
Remember Nicodemus?
We did not.
Remember Nicodemus?
Okay, all right. So I guess I love her when she's drugged up. Sorry, I guess I'm the one that has the problem.
Dude, whatever. But yes, let's get started on this finale.
Do you want to take the intro of this wonderful
I would
episode?
love to.
Spoiler, this is what Iron Man 3 copied.
Yeah. So, we are at nighttime, a random area in Smallville, I assume. We have a naked blonde girl, coming out of the woods, comes out to the road, sees a car coming in, deer in the headlights type of look. Oh, but guess what? I'm gonna slam both my fists on the hood of this car, completely flip it over. It goes over me. Now the car blows up spontaneously, and this blonde girl, who is Adrianne Palicki, is looking at it. And again, she's naked. Looks great.
So
Don't you think?
Is this a scene from Terminator? Is
Dude,
this-
Yeah, it looks very
actually,
Terminator.
It looks exactly
Yeah.
like Terminator.
I was waiting for like the stance
yeah,
or
the
whatever.
pose.
Yeah.
I really thought her eye was going to change into some type of
Yeah.
robot in
The
the
red
scene.
glow.
They were definitely doing
I really
Terminator.
thought that there was something that was going on here. But as she's continuing walking down the highway...
No, dude, stop. She just murdered someone on the road and no one's going to talk about her.
Hold on, who cares? Did you know that guy?
Was it a guy? Was it a family? Was it kids?
Exactly. Who cares? If we don't know, we don't ask questions. We just keep walking to the Kent house.
No one cares. We don't hear about it ever again.
Well, no, it's
There's no question.
No
There's not
question.
even mention, oh, yeah, a random car got smashed and blew up on the road last night. No one mentions it in the episode. I'm just going to say
And
that.
it explode like that, right? Would it?
Obviously, this is near the
I don't
Kent
think
house.
so.
There's been a lot of explosions, a lot of car accidents.
Is this near the Kent house?
Yes, it is. Because of where we find this character is from, it would be near the Kent house, no?
That's true. You're right.
Aha!
You're right. Okay.
See? That's one for Taylor
Well,
already.
we have, he's pulling out the map because we
it in this
found
one?
out
Yes.
Kawachi Cave's
Oh,
a
there
little
you
far. But,
Yeah, so it would be. Yeah, it could be on.
He's
Is
like
it those
connecting like
woods
the
right there?
coordinates of the map.
So she had to
Where's the
go
farm?
through Elbow River, the Smallville
Yeah,
Dam.
you see the Kent farm all the way on the left,
that's
and then
a
you
road,
see
right?
the caves.
The curvy one?
Which one, right?
Yeah, that.
This, yeah. So she was probably on that road.
Yep, that's exactly where she was because she came out of the forest.
Yeah,
too.
the Souter Gorge.
The Sour Gorge. We're getting somewhere here.
Yeah, you
Gosh.
still need to print this.
No, don't worry, because
This is
now
awesome.
we're using the Smallville magazines. They came out after season 3, so we're on the perfect timing where I'm allowed to release this map to the public.
That's right. Yeah, no one needs to have it except us and some privileged people.
All right, let's get back to Naked Girl at the
That's
farm.
right. Like you said, she's showing up at the Kent farm. She's still naked. All right. And this is probably Clark's wettest dream known to man.
What time is it, you think?
I would say about, I don't
People
know.
driving on the road.
Only
Lights
one,
are still on.
only one car, though.
But that's a small town, and if it's one, it
Yeah.
could be like 9:30.
And it's foggy out.
It's like 8, 9:30.
Man, I was thinking a little bit later. The problem is, whenever she knocks on the Kent house, Clark answers the door and says, "Hey, my birthday was last week."
2 weeks ago, dude.
Sorry.
weeks ago.
We don't know. It's a deleted scene.
Clark is just stunned. And she's like, "My name is Kara." And he's like, "What?"
Who?
Who's Kara? But yeah, didn't she say I'm from Krypton?
Yeah, she says
she
Kara
says
from
I'm
Krypton.
Kara from Krypton.
And Clark is like, "What?"
He's dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded. He probably just took a fat bong rip.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not ready for this right now.
He's like, "No, I just finished homework. I was gonna relax."
wait, is she really naked?
Wait,
What?
is it still my birthday? Is it still my birthday?
Dad!
Calendar, where is it?
But obviously, with this introduction, besides all the perverted jokes, Jesse.
I didn't say a word.
But besides all of that, we do have the introduction now of apparently Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl. Again, this is Adrianne Palicki. She's playing Kara Zor-El, apparently. And this is our introduction to that character.
I already put in my notes, though. I can't lie.
What's the first appearance, dude? You're supposed to have that.
No, I'm not going to have that ready. And
That's true,
we're
that's
going to
true.
find out
Oh,
why.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
have that. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is Iron Man 3. Whether you know that reference or not, you will find out. But in the end, with this and me bringing up the first appearance, I'm not going to do it. I already had questions on the character when I first saw that. I go, what is it, cars just flipping over cars like that? No. She'd be freaked out. What is she?
That's
What's
true.
with the calmness? Well, it's like she's been there already.
But
It's like
then
has
she
control-
introduced herself, and then you're like, oh, okay.
She has memory of everything. She seems to know all about herself. Why is
But
she naked?
just through the introduction,
Yeah,
of
I'm
Kara,
questioning
you still
things.
question. Okay,
She's too confident.
But
this
I would-
isn't scared. This isn't just came out of space. This isn't, I don't know who I am.
well, because that's the origin we know of in comics. They could have changed it.
Yeah, but
You didn't
that's a
question that?
drastic change.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe they would go that route, but as the episode continued, I'm just saying I
Yeah,
questioned
yeah,
it.
okay.
I wasn't for
That's
sure.
fair.
I wasn't for
That's
sure.
fair.
But
Just-
I did question.
Rewatching it, not knowing exactly how it went, I'm like, how did they come? If it is or not, how do you come back from I'm Kara from Krypton? Because you can't fake that. No one really knows that.
Yeah.
So that was my concern.
Okay, in all honesty, guys, this is, if you really want me to get into already what I thought she was a pawn from Swan.
Oh.
I
See,
thought
I did think
Swan,
that.
I thought
did think-
Swan was actually using somebody in order to get Clark to then come with him. And remember, he had the octonical key still, so I thought now this is Swan's game to play. He's going all out using somebody like this.
But and I consider that too, and I'm like, because he would have known that information. But I like the powers. We saw abilities. How to get that? Do you have questions on that?
No, because again, I thought Swan would be experimenting too.
Okay,
it's billionaire.
Cool. Well,
I just feel
didn't he have a conversation with Lionel of a team up or something like that?
It was weirdly getting him access to the caves to try to get the key.
Okay, so that's where I'd be like, was Lionel also involved with those experiments?
And that's what we don't really know with Swan because they've never answered these type of questions yet. Hopefully we're going to get to them. We don't in this episode.
Yeah.
Great. Love everything about it. Let's get back to the living room.
Yeah, intro's done. We're in the living room, and Clark and Kara is on the couch. They're talking. They're trying to pretty much link these pieces together.
I just want to pause it real quick. If I had a naked girl come to the house and she didn't know who she was, my mom would have given her pants, not just a shirt. So
No, this is a man household.
They
wear men's shirts.
This is a little weird. This is like Clark just gave her his shirt and she's just sitting on the couch completely ass naked.
That was the shirt he was wearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is...
Oh, it was.
Like, Jesus, no one's asking it. John just standing there going, another one, Clark.
John's like, oh no, Clark's just like, I'll give you my shirt, but not my pants. Not my pants.
Another blonde at 3 a.m., huh? What do you think this is, a brothel?
I know, he like sees him answer the door too, just completely innocent. He's like, Clark, what the hell, man?
Oh, Dad, you didn't give me this for my birthday? Oh.
Late birthday gift? But yeah, so Martha chimes in. I mean, the parents are here, and she tries to give Kara a cup of tea, and Kara's just like, "What do I do with this?"
I already questioned this too.
Oh, you questioned this?
Why does she look at it like this?
Yeah, Martha's even like, "It's hot tea."
And why is she so delicate with it is also my other point. If she has that strength, she already has control, fellas. I paid attention.
Yeah, that's true. And they're questioning, "Oh, how do you know about Krypton?" Blah, blah, blah. Even John's over here is not about it. John is not about this interaction at all.
He hardly is.
Yeah, and Kara explains, I came through a passage in the cave wall. And we're like, whoa, we've talked about this.
Well,
the cave.
They're having a conversation of where she would be able to come from, because like you said, John is questioning it. So with the parents now asking her, saying that she's from the cave, is there a door in there?
So that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what we have said, where we thought this was Kingdom Hearts, perhaps, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy had to seal away the keyhole. Apparently, no, there are multiple keyholes, one that this Kara is able to walk out of, but also very strange, because once again, Kara came down from a ship.
Yes.
And now she's coming from the cave.
And it's just crazy because it goes back into our little thing about how the cave is technically his fortress of solitude right now. And it's somehow meshed with Kryptonian technology. If there's a passage, there's a wall with that needs a Kryptonian key.
Well, and Clark even asking, oh, well, what's in there? Where does it lead to? A place where all your questions will be answered. That didn't answer my question. I'm glad that we're just speaking in riddles now. Thanks, Kara.
Didn't know I was talking to Edward Nygma. Where you don't have to hide your true self, Kal-El. Notice she keeps calling him Kal-El, and you know Clark doesn't like that, dude.
I just love John now. Huh, why don't you do us a favor? Give us a display of your special abilities, huh, bitch? What do you got?
I love how snobby they are to each other, like, just because Kara even looks at him like, who are you talking to? That's how she looks at him.
Clark did turn around and say, Dad, come on. Clark, I think you need to come on. Don't you realize that we've had people with kryptonite powers come around here and then say that they know you when in fact they're just here to betray you? How do we know she's not doing the same thing? Jonathan Kent, you have no place in this conversation. Kara stand up and in his house says this?
No pants?
Oh my God.
No pants?
Get outside. Give me his shirt back. Thanks.
Dude. Yeah, bro. Out of there.
I'm not playing this game. This is not what's going on in my home. No, I've already met one of you girls, and I've already had to kick you out at 3 a.m. before. You know Alicia? Because I knew her, and guess what? Get out!
I love Alicia.
Yeah, I wish I would have had her
She's
instead of
pretty cool.
Kara.
She's pretty cool.
I will show Kal-El all he needs in due time. Where did you hear that name? Come on now.
It was given to you at birth.
Why are you here?
Let me take your hands, Martha. What are you doing?
Yeah,
So I had questions there because there was when he grabbed her hand. We know Kara's his cousin, and so that's when there
It's
was
a
a
little
little
weird.
Yeah, it was a little intimate, and I'm like, okay, so are they just doing it different, or that's not Kara?
Like I said, I had questions, which is why I could not talk about her first appearance.
Yeah.
This is, like, Jesse, hold on. I'm going to use now your argument against you. What if Smallville creators just changed your story?
That's why it was a question. That's why it was a question.
But yeah, Kara grabs his hands and like holds them up. It's like, I'm here to take you home. And Clark is... It's like he has that little glimmer of excitement, I think. I feel like he was a little excited to hear that he could possibly see home. Like
For
his
sure.
home planet.
What's great, though, is that this sweet moment between Kara and Clark are now completely interrupted by, hey, guys, what's going on?
Alexander walks in the room. Sorry, Lex walks in and is like, hey, is this a bad time? And they're like, kinda. Oh.
Turn around, and Kara is no longer there.
Kara's already gone. And we heard a little whoosh, so she dipped. And
But
Lex
how-
is like,
How would she know how to dip?
what do you mean?
Why is she hiding herself?
That's true.
That's
Good question.
Like, why is she doing that? And how does she specifically know to hide herself from everybody? Kara was so sloppy back in the day. And if we could just watch Batman Superman Apocalypse instead,
That's pretty good.
and maybe we could see her training on Themyscira, learning with all the Amazonians. Instead, I'm having to watch this.
You know, I think I have an answer for why she dipped and knew to dip. So we'll go back to that. But I
Okay.
have it. It has to, more evidence needs to be shown. Okay. But yeah, so Lex is like, well, is there a problem? No, Clark's like, all right, we can go. Let's go talk. All right. And John and Martha are just freaking out. But John seems to be very concerned because he's staring at the tea. What does that mean?
We're going to find out because John already is cooking up a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like
And maybe one of his good ones.
But that's why. But what was weird about that, and that's why I even questioned the teacup. I actually didn't find John stupid in that scene because her reaction to the tea, I even thought was weird.
Strange, yeah.
I was like, why are we not taking a sip? You don't even know what it is. So why are you not even trying it?
And it's not like she's never not seen a drink before.
Exactly.
You know?
This is what I mean. This Kara has so many question marks whenever you really poke all like the holes in it.
But as the person writing this episode, what was their reason for her to look like that? If it was Kara was just like, oh, I'm not from this place. I don't know what this is. What would have been the other option?
So I thought, in a way, okay, the other option is an atom. If you really want me to get down to this, where it's you having to plant a seed of somebody that then gets close to them, where you're playing stupid that you don't know who you are.
Okay.
Clark then gets the trust. All of a sudden, hey, come to this spot with me, and that's how you're able to then kind of get closer than what they try in this. This is too strong, too quick. You're automatically having to ask these questions.
Okay.
Let's go to the Clark barn.
Clark barn. So they go have a little private conversation, Lex and Clark. And they're talking about, oh, well, I bet you're happy that your dad's behind bars. It's like,
Figure you'd be throwing a party.
yeah, well, he has like a whole bunch of lawyers trying to get him out, on bail within 48 hours. And, of course, there's going to be a hearing, apparently, to testify against Lionel because they need hardcore evidence. And now there's going to be a grand jury.
And Lex isn't confident.
Yep.
Lex isn't confident because he thinks that his father's going to have so much pull. Because as we've seen with Lionel, he has his hand in everything. Clark then says, of course, well, we got the voicemail from Chloe. Isn't that enough? Who knows, Clark? Who knows? But we're really going to be needing some eyewitness testimonies. People who have actually seen my father inflict harm on others, to see his darkest moments and are willing to be able to come forward. The problem is everybody is scared. Clark,
Or they're dead.
I'll come forward. I appreciate the support, Clark, but they need eyewitnesses. I saw him at Belle Reve. What?
I saw him order the doctor to increase the voltage. Even when he was warned it would turn you to a vegetable.
Do you think at any point that this was bait from Lex of seeing what Clark knew?
No, in fact, I think this was selfishness from Lex.
Okay.
And him just going up to people in order to testify against his father, so he was playing pity party.
He was.
He was like, feel bad for me, so then you'll come on the stand for
But
my
he needed
dad.
an eyewitness, so he
needed witnesses, so he's going to the people where they would be able to testify.
So it was bait in a way of saying, oh, Clark, you can't do it. You need to be an eyewitness.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It was leading him on to that. I wouldn't say that it was a bait like a trap, though.
Yeah.
I think that this was more selfish, not necessarily, though, being a bad friend. Like what Lex usually is. But, Clark's the worst friend.
Lex would be my best
Yeah,
friend.
we will see that.
we are going to see who's the worst friend out of this.
And Lex is kind of shocked, and he's like, how could you have seen that? He's like, well, I snuck in to try to save you at that time. This is also a reference to Asylum. Yes, Asylum. And I snuck in to try to save you, but it was too late. And he's like, so you're telling me you sat on this knowledge knowing that he murdered my grandparents and you didn't tell me? I thought we were friends.
Hey, Lex, when you came in the barn and you said that your father has killed people and now he's desperate that he may turn to do horrible things to people that would come forward and to testify? So why are you now shocked that I wouldn't want to tell you something beforehand? And that's what Clark has to remind Lex of what he just said.
Yeah, and good argument from Clark. Probably his best all season. Lex, yeah, he fried your brain just with that. So imagine if I brought it back up again, you'd probably be dead. Or maybe me. I don't know. But then Lex turns it around and he's like realizing,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm glad he was like, okay, you're right.
you're a good friend, Clark. You're right.
Clark's still going to help him. So with Clark still being
So
able
he's
to...
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
He still got what I wanted.
okay, you're helping me. I won't be mad, I guess.
I can't wait, Clark, to see my dad trade in his Armani suits for orange ones.
I think these are like our favorite moments in the show is when like it's a very nice touching moment. Clark's like, I'll be there. You can count on it. All right, Clark's not showing up.
say,
I
put
didn't
in the
see
notes,
that.
he's not coming.
Every time.
Well, Clark's not coming. He's already promised him something he can't do. Okay, so he's probably just going to get high and forget. I don't know.
What's crazy is technically he didn't.
That's true.
I know. That's what I almost pointed it out.
Yes,
And I was
okay,
like,
this
oh, but
is
actually.
Maybe the first time ever, but I did put in the notes saying, oh, he's not going to
No, off top,
Yeah.
that's what we think.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Yes. Well,
But maybe it's
yeah.
because of who it's for.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
not
if
who
if
it's
for your
for.
bro,
Yeah, it's
you're there,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Not for the host.
Yeah, you gotta
We
leave.
don't do the host.
What are you talking about? You show up for her, but then you decide to make her think she's crazy.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
There's
we
so
will get
much.
to that.
There's
Jesus
We'll
Christ.
have our Lana talk.
This man is sick in the head. Let's go to the prison.
Oh, this is a great stupid scene. So,
What, Magneto's cell?
yeah, Magneto.
Yeah, it's
Like
totally
Magneto's
Magneto.
cell?
So Lionel is now in his orange jumpsuit being detained. He's obviously in jail right now.
Got a poop or something.
And talking to Loader still, the FBI agent. Wow, Loader, I thought we had a deal. Sorry, I can't help if some stupid little blonde girl wants to be some Pulitzer wannabe and grab evidence against you. I can't help that. Sorry. Sorry that a 17-year-old is better at my job.
This is one of my favorite responses from Lionel, though, after that. He says,
So what about Lex's friend?
he just
Obviously, which is
ignored
Clark.
everything that Loader just said in order to just once again bring up, hey, what did you find out about Clark?
Yeah, Clark Kent, so what about him?
He just continuously...
Hey, don't look at the orange jumpsuit. It's cool. What
This-
about Clark Kent?
This is why I had a problem trusting the FBI agents from last episode, and I even told you, if I'm Lex, why would I ever trust him? I don't even think this is real right now. I really don't. I think this is all some type of setup, like this is Matchstick Men or something. And he's just getting tricked at the end, and he's not really in the hospital.
Yeah.
And it turns out his friend stole all of his money.
Wow.
Using a little girl.
You think this is that?
I think this is exactly that.
Well, Loader sucks, so... It's like, look, in case you haven't noticed, you're about just a little jump away from being on death row. And look. He was like, oh, look, man, it's just an inconvenience right now. Okay, Lionel. I mean, I guess. Whatever. look, you can expect to be waiting some type of information, whatever you're needing, for a very long time. You're not going to be expecting that at all. So
our deal's over, Mr. Luther.
we're done.
You're swimming in dangerous waters, Loader.
And honestly, he is. And Lionel probably has more pull.
But I liked his response. I'm a pretty good swimmer.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
That was pretty good. He was like, you're in dangerous waters, man. Yeah, I have my floaties on, bitch. Peace out. Now,
have you seen my inner tube?
dude, I don't know if you know, I'm scuba certified. But we go back to the Clark barn. It's nighttime still. And Clark is looking outside.
No, Lex is driving away.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Yes.
Lex just drove away from the barn. And now we have Kara here, just randomly showing up again.
You shouldn't trust him.
Can we talk about where she get those clothes? Is it Martha's? And why those clothes?
Yeah, why? Where did the white come from?
You're saying Martha has those clothes?
Well, I don't know where else they could get those clothes. She was wearing his shirt.
Exactly.
And then, like, if it's Martha's, why did they choose that? She chose it?
She probably stole it from the next door neighbors or something.
There is a farm over there.
I was going to say.
Top.
Or what about...
Sarah doesn't live there anymore.
Where's the map again? Where's the farm?
Right here.
What's that farm next door?
It's Lana's old place, right?
Yeah. Next door neighbor. That's now, hold on, it's Sarah's old place.
Is she still there?
No. No, she's not in a coma anymore, so they couldn't sustain the property.
She's gaining 3 years of her life right now.
Oh, it's probably, what's her name's old stuff? Lana's aunt. What's her
Aunt
name?
Nell?
Yeah, Aunt Nell stuff.
The
She
worst
just
parent?
left in a box.
The worst
Aunt
parent of
Nell
season
would
one?
wear that.
Yeah, Dean said, you're not going to need clothes
Yeah.
where we're going.
Yeah, that's
true.
definitely...
Yeah, I miss Dean.
You can't trust him, Clark. Back to what you said.
You don't know him.
Hey, you just met him.
I don't have to.
I didn't have to. It's human nature. It's who they are.
They happen to be the people I care about, which is why this will be much harder when they all betray you. I can understand why you're scared. This is all you know, stupid boy.
But you're not meant for this world, Kal-El.
Stop calling me that!
You were meant for mine. Whoa.
My name's Clark.
Hey, my name's Clark.
And why should I believe everything that you say? Because it's the truth. Really? That's a strong argument.
Really? Prove it. Why don't you start telling me where you've been the last 14 years? So, if you join me, all your questions will be answered.
That's not an answer still. You're not answering anything right now.
Maybe.
Just keep coming to my home.
Grab me. Hold me.
So we definitely knew he was 3 when he crash landed. We've had
Oh yeah, and that just
info before.
confirms he's
That's
actually
confirmed.
17 now.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to give Clark some props.
Oh.
Because he then tells Kara right here, that's not good enough.
Finally.
Finally! He
Finally.
needs more evidence!
Growth.
Sober! Sober!
He's sober. This whole thing just sobered him up.
This is why he needs to have a straight-laced life. He doesn't need to be dipping in all the other stuff.
And Jesse can vouch, dude. Later on, I think he lets go of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he's not an idiot. Like, well, sometimes. But
Clark tries to turn around, walk back to his house.
no, Kal-El, come with me.
Kara then grabs his arm. Clark then says, did you just touch me like that? What's going on? And now, all of a sudden, Kara and Clark are floating in the air. Now we are getting an Joe and Eloise scene, or Luis, whatever that hoe's name is.
Louise.
Do you like the cute 1 foot he put up?
That's right. He was like, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. How are you doing this?
So
you were doing it too. Oh. So do you think Clark is actually slightly having himself float here?
Nope.
You don't think so at all?
Nope.
Well, he's
said.
capable.
Okay.
She said.
Alright, so hold on. So she's telling the truth.
No, but we know he can do it in his sleep. And we know, we know he can do
Just
it in his sleep.
I was going to say, sleep fly has
But
been
like-
confirmed. I'm giving you this.
Yeah, but like the way she's carrying him is like he's not like resting on her. He's kind of just like
Jesse,
helping him guide. Like
do you know?
Swim.
Do you know when you're on a dance floor and a toddler is standing on your feet?
Yeah.
And you're leading that dance.
Yes.
That's what Clark is
It
doing
doesn't
right
look
now.
like
with Kara.
that.
He is stepping on her feet, and Kara is just floating them two in the air.
I'm gonna be with you, bro. I think
Right?
he's flying.
He's
a bit.
flying.
Shocker! You know what? I'm not even gonna listen to this, cause if Clark was able to do this, you're trying to tell me then he never tries this again?
Well,
He's scared of heights.
He still needed help.
He's actually confirmed that he's
yeah.
scared of heights.
Joseph, he could try to float 5 feet in the air.
Look, man, just because he jumped over an entire skyscraper in Metropolis to save Lex does not mean anything.
Can't fly without a push starter. All right, he's not trained for that yet.
Okay.
And now she's the push starter.
All right, you know what? There's a lot of excuses going on today. I don't like this season finale.
Dude. Anyways, they're having a... Don't they do this in the Superman movie? The first one? Isn't
Yes.
it him,
Yes.
him and Lois
Yes.
for the first time?
And she's like resting on him because she can't fly.
Dude, this is it, man.
Lois can't fly.
Dude, what the hell have I been reading?
What's that look?
And now we get a glimpse of the moon? For whatever reason?
She's about to change into a werewolf.
What, Kyla? Are we getting references to Kyla here?
Wait, she's coming back?
Wait.
All right, let's go to that cave.
Yeah, so we get a pan to the moon right behind them in the sky, and it's huge. And so she takes him to the cave, and it's like, oh wait, this crack wasn't here before.
Fissure?
Yeah,
What's
the
a
fissure?
What is that?
That's basically
That's a common word?
it is a common word actually because it's used a lot with earthquakes.
Oh.
I only knew it because of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It was called Fisher, and it was a hand that was sticking out from the ground.
Nice.
It was a magic card.
Oh.
Yeah, or trap. Oh my god.
You
See, we all
this
learned.
shows we all learned
From different things. Smallville.
Yeah,
Earth
you guys
in
were
space.
making out in a classroom. Taylor was playing Yu-Gi-Oh by himself. Great times.
Yeah, or actually in a institution where you can learn.
Okay.
But so yes, fissure that she clarifies that she came out of. That was the crack in the wall she came out of, and this is where we're gonna go back to. That well, she says it's gonna open up again when you're ready.
Yeah, she says that he has to be able to make the choice. So once again, I'm already having these questions between them. This seems like a vampire type of tale, and not to make that type of comparison is something silly.
No, I feel that because the moon thing, the lighting,
It's like you have to invite me in. Like you have to make this choice
like
for yourself.
you have to be ready.
The moment you choose yes is the moment I'm going to turn into a monster.
Ooh.
Like that's what I really
Shout out
got.
Byron.
Yeah, no shout out Byron.
I miss that guy.
This
Put him in the sun, he turned crazy. Put him in the moon.
writes poetry.
That's right.
What a guy.
A poet, dude. Edgar Allan Poe.
But yeah, so that's why it was already weird that she was saying it this way. It was a creepy vibe, not a... Once again, she's coming on way too strong.
Yeah, she is. And so he's even clarifying a lot of things. You've been down here since the meteor shower?
Yes. How? I've been waiting until you were ready. Who is we? Who has been helping you? Jor-El.
Oh, shit.
And so now we're saying that Jor-El has sent Kara?
Seems like it.
That they have some type of bond that she is now having to convince Clark that she's a tool?
Yeah, because even Clark's question is like, he died in Krypton. How's that possible that, you're in cahoots?
He's dead, yes, but his spirit and will lives inside of these walls. Kyla, are we sure
When did-
you're not here?
When did
Isn't this some Indian stuff?
When did Jor-El send her technically? With the
She's
Well, I think the
claiming that
origin-
it was 14 years ago.
yeah, so it was with the meteor.
Yes.
I guess he kind of says that.
That's what
But-
they're claiming right
And then
now.
she just goes hides in the cave.
In order to wait until he's ready, until he turns his age, because once again, this is Covenant, and he has to gain the powers from his father in order to get all the powers from his brother to take out the evil guy.
Kind of some weird similarities now.
Yeah, I think-
now we're really thinking about it.
They're in New Jersey in that movie, too.
Oh, yeah. Love Jersey. New Jersey. But yeah, she just goes on how saying, Jor-El is in these walls. We have an agreement in that we're working together to try to get you to come home. And Clark's like, I should have known.
He's not the monster you imagine, Kal-El. He saved your life. When?
To turn me into something I never wanted to be.
Gave me a damn scar on my chest. What the hell are you talking about?
Honestly, that's like the only argument I would ever bring up.
I'm sorry, but were you hanging from a ceiling getting burned?
Yeah.
With a diamond and an 8 in your chest? By the way, it was huge.
Remember they asked him, yo, how'd you get that scar? My dad. Shout out Cal in Metropolis. Miss that guy.
All Kara is doing is still trying to convince Clark, saying, you cannot leave, you need to trust him, you have no idea what greatness lies ahead of you.
Just reiterating Jor-El, pretty much.
Clark then tries to say, then why don't you tell me what greatness is there? I'm only here to help your transition. Once again, you're not answering anything.
Everything that you want to know lies right there. So don't ask me.
Walk through the door.
Yeah.
Walk through it.
And they're looking, it's like, it's a wall. They're just looking at a wall right now.
Walk through it, Clark, but it has to be your choice. She then touches his cheek with her hand. Come with me, Kal-El. Come with me.
Yeah. And now we're getting more intimate again.
Can you stop? I can control myself. Gosh.
And now, again, this is back to your point, Jesse, the whole intimate thing. It's weirdly intimate. We're getting Kryptonian incestual vibes.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, it could be that, though. Come on, House Targaryens. Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta keep it in the family. You gotta have the dragon riders.
Purebloods.
All right, so let's go back to prison.
Oh, love prison. Love prison.
He does look good in the orange jumpsuit.
He looks good with that hair, man.
Yeah.
You know who I'm gonna call right now? My son Lex, because now I'm gonna beg for forgiveness. Now I'm gonna feel the sorry card. This scene is honestly just awful.
He's such a piece of shit.
This really is Lex showing up, and then Lionel, it's pretty funny because Lex says, you do look good, Dad. He's like, listen, okay, that was mean. Can we get to why I really called you here?
You know, it's crazy. You kind of look good in orange, Dad.
Wait, and then Lionel said, hey, I'm not here to argue. Like,
trade insults.
But then he flips his hair. That was an insult.
Look, man, I'm not here to trade insults.
He starts playing with his finger, just starts curling the back.
He like does it a couple of times, I swear.
And so Lionel now goes into this whole thing of, look, I know that there's this rift between us.
I'm your father. I'll always be your father.
And I heard that shit. I was like, are you serious? Like, you're the worst person ever.
Lex, this isn't easy for me.
Oh, for you.
For you.
For you. Lex, he's having an easy time?
As a father, Stop right there. Stop right there. We're done. I'll see you later, Dad.
I think I would have walked out at this point. I'd been like, okay, I'm gone.
I have failed you. When was that, Dad? Was that before or after the electroshock therapy?
I realize that now.
But he's probably never heard Lionel apologize,
sorry.
so this is probably a big deal.
This is a lie!
I know, but he's never gotten this. Lionel's probably never gotten this low.
I will say, I bet you he's eating it up though. At least that he
is now.
Wants to keep standing there.
No, he is.
He wants to hear.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Lex, yeah.
He's now playing the liver card.
I'm not believing it, but we just know Lionel's never probably gone this low to use the apology to get what he wants, and I think now
hold on.
He said the S word.
No. This is why I think you're wrong.
What? I'm not
blind. When
Did he apologize?
Blind, I think he was using that as a
sorry
moment as well.
He was.
Whenever he was in the hospital.
He was.
So this is also why Lionel has lied about a medical condition.
But I don't think he's ever been this desperate. Because when he was blind, he didn't need anything. He just wanted people to feel sorry for him. Here, he's desperate.
What? No.
Wait, actually, no, because I might have to debunk that argument there. When he reveals to Lex here in a few moments. So we'll come back to that.
Okay.
We'll come back to that. And so Lionel actually admits to Lex now that about his liver disease, his rare degenerative liver disease that he was diagnosed with. Does he say it now or is it later? Because he says diagnosed with it 2 years ago.
Yes, he says it right here, where he says that it's been incurable, where there is...
I've tried everything.
Nothing that anybody can do. Please don't let me die in prison, son. I love you, baby bear. Remember, I'm Papa Bear. This is disgusting. And Lex walks up to the jail cell after his father said all this. And then he grabs his hand and starts putting his fingers through his fingers. And now they are staring at each other. And Lex says, Dad, this might have been more effective if you went and fucked yourself.
Yes, that's basically what he said, because, wow, Lex
finally
roasted his ass. But no, so why I wanted to get into that, also back to you, is that because of the whole being blind, trying to feel sorry for him. Yeah, probably, maybe, because if it was 2 years ago, that would have been within, the blind period was between them.
Yeah.
So then, ultimate piece of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it even says right here, it's likely he was diagnosed while being treated from his injuries in the Tempest Vortex Season 1 to Season 2 finale premiere. Yeah. But
that's where Lionel started to appear more, and he started getting desperate, looking after an alien with the kryptonite, trying to find new ways to use it, and it turns out it's all because he found out that he has a liver disease. And that's why he's even telling Lex, I can have them release the files to you. Yeah, like you did when you were blind. I'm sure they're going to tell me the truth. Do I find them in room 3? Is that where they are, Dad? Because guess what? I don't believe anything that you say. And then Lex walks out of the room. I wish he would have said that, but he didn't. And now Lionel is left there. I don't think he's going to do it. But let's now go to the Kent house where Kara is just looking at the sun. I don't know what the hell this loony bin is doing, damn it.
Crazy. Like, she's just standing in the corner. The light of Zion is coming through the window on her, and she's just
Sultan.
Because sun is where she gets her power. The yellow sun,
Right.
Yeah, except she's not really doing it that way. Instead, she's just looking at it.
Like Martha's like, yo, she hasn't eaten a thing since she's been here. Maybe we should kick Clark out because he eats everything.
I like John's response, though. I don't give a damn if she's eating Martha. That's not what I care about right now.
Yeah, we need to get her out of here.
Clark then even mentions to both parents, I think she's for real.
I think she's for real.
John then says, okay, what? Come on.
What strand are you smoking?
I'm
sober, Dad.
I think Jor-El sent her. Are you sure? Yes. How else would she know? Listen, Kryptonite has given people a lot of special abilities, Clark, plus she hasn't really answered any of your questions that you've asked.
It's funny because they're always like, whenever someone has powers, they're like, oh, what? That's not true, can't be a thing. Now that, because they always doubt it, but now she has power, now he's using that argument to doubt it still. Because they never use this argument. I like that he mentioned, hey, this is Smallville. Everyone gets abilities.
Yeah.
But usually when someone gets abilities, they're like doubtful. But now he's still doubtful. Now it's just used as an argument. So I thought that was interesting.
She doesn't know anything more about you than Dr. Swan. And that's a fair... That's actually a fair point.
That's what I thought with Martha. That's where I went with it entirely. I go, Martha's backing me up here. This is Swan's pawn. Because, like I said, she's been so ambiguous with all of her answers that it could be anything. Because all it is come with me and I'll tell you all. It just seems like a Dr. Swan type of deal, and I'm glad.
Because that's exactly what he did when he first met Clark. If you want to know more, don't leave my office.
Come and find me.
Yeah, don't leave my office if you want to know more, guy.
Can you read this, and then I'll tell you everything.
So it's actually John who says that.
Yeah.
The whole, she doesn't know more. So John making good points here. Just want to make sure you know that.
Son of a bitch!
I'm not saying.
I know Martha's great, dude, but still. But
come on, Martha, step it up!
And John's like, wherever this girl's from, we can't trust her. You're the one who cannot be trusted, Jonathan Kent.
Strike 2 in my house!
Still no pants.
Jesus Christ, why is she still here?
You broke the covenant, Jonathan Kent. Jor-El gave you many warnings, but you chose not to listen to them. And of course, everyone's like, okay, all right, what is she talking about? Tell Kal-El what you did.
Because Martha's standing there completely
like,
shocked.
What is she talking about? It's like, what kind of deal did you make, Dad? I promised Jor-El that if he let me bring you back from Metropolis, I would bring him to you, or bring you to Jor-El.
And we thought that, though.
Yeah,
we've always thought that.
Yeah, we did think that. And
see, this is with Martha.
And then Martha's like, "Wait, no, you did not do that, Jonathan.
Why wouldn't you tell me this? Listen, I did not betray my son. Because Kara even mentions you betrayed Kal-El. Because you betrayed Jor-El because you went against the agreement that covenant you had with Kal-El. And here's the thing. Was there a time, though, given? Was there any moment where, sure, John had the key in his head, but like what him and I even talked, Joseph and I talked about in that episode, we didn't really know what was being said in his head. It was him lying about it, so we didn't really know, is John a different person? What's being told to him? Like, is he the same person? Yeah.
And we also didn't even really know what the hell the deal was.
Exactly.
At all. No. They did not hint at that.
This is the first reveal, right?
This is actually the first reveal.
This is still small to me.
Yeah.
It is.
We knew that he was going to get Clark. That was the arrangement. That he would get him later, obviously. But there's still no time.
Yeah, because what we say, he bought more time.
Yeah.
That's all we said.
Which is true, but there's still not a set date, it seems.
Yeah. But as they're in the middle of this little conversation, Kara's like, quiet, stop, someone's listening. And we already knew Loader's out here listening in on the conversation. And how is he not freaking out as soon as he hears someone's listening? I would have been out of there, bro. I would have been like, oh shit, I'm out of here.
Hey, quick question. If you're an FBI agent and you were investigating Clark and you were getting paid to do that, and then you had...
Is he?
Well, he was, from Lionel.
But then he stopped. He said that was over. Yeah.
And then he had to arrest Lionel, throw him in prison. And then when Lionel says, hey, what do you have on Clark? Loader says, you need to stop forgetting about teenage farm boys.
Yeah.
That's over with.
I'm a good swimmer.
Yeah. Nothing else we can do. Why is Loader outside
Yeah,
of his
I don't
house?
know. So he's still curious?
Why?
Or do you think this was cutscene? And the fact, not a cutscene, but it was just these scenes were out of order, and when they filmed it and added it.
I think maybe he was lying
because he was in the jail. Maybe he didn't
want the security guard or camera to pick up on what he was saying. That's the only thing that I could think.
I just thought he was still curious. Obviously,
I mean he did tell Lionel. He didn't technically. I mean, he did say, "Oh damn!"
But why would he care?
Because
I think
first
they're just
he was
finding
like,
a way to get rid of him.
You're gonna be waiting.
I'm gonna find the biggest news story anyone's ever seen. Like, why the hell would he care?
Yeah, he did beat up a minor and said, "This kid's sitting on something bigger than any of us, Lex."
I really think it's just lazy writing, and they were just finding ways to get rid of him.
To get rid of the people that actually know something about Clark.
Like loose ends.
Loose ends.
It's like loose ends.
Well, and they do this. Well, we saw with Adam is that
they always do this.
It's just they have an idea, it doesn't go anywhere, and they're just like, how do we get rid of that? We'll just kill him off.
We came down to this formula, dude. If anyone finds out about Clark's secret,
coma.
It better coma, death, or friend who never shows up again. Jordan.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
Adam, dead.
Yeah. But...
Dr. Gardner, coma. Mm-hmm. Cyrus, coma.
R.I.P. Adam, though. Top 10.
Salute to him. So Kara actually runs out to Loader at the car, and Loader's like, what the hell? How'd you do that? And she tries to choke him out, and he immediately just puts it into drive, drives out of there. He's freaking out. Of course, Kara shows up right in front of him.
Hey, you know how I knew this wasn't Kara?
What she does right here? He's like, who are you? And she puts her hands on the hood of the car, and all of a sudden, the car starts glowing, melting, whatever, orange, bright orange and yellow, and it just evaporates, completely disintegrates with Loader. And Clark runs out there, and he's like, what the hell did you just do?
Not super speed. He just
he jogged.
He jogged.
He was like, I don't care about Loader. I don't care about him. He's like, he wanted to exploit you, Kal-El. He's like, but you killed him. He's like, he didn't feel any pain. Okay, whoa. Yeah, this is not Kara. This is already, I'm right there with you. But look, now they get their argument. So it cuts to Martha and John only here. And Martha's like, we have to call the sheriff. She just killed a man on our property. He's an FBI agent. And John's like, all right, for real, let's think about this real quick. We're going to tell him that this girl vaporized him?
I do, once again, have to say for this scene, after the vaporizing, Kara, I didn't know she had that power, so that was something new to me.
Dude, solar flare in a way. It's like
because she sat in the sun in the window for so long.
I thought you
had to get rid of that energy, Taylor.
Okay, but I do have to say for this scene with Martha and John, inappropriate. I thought Martha was stupid. Hate to say that word. When it came to saying, I'm going to call the sheriff's department. But then as the scene kept going, I go, oh, this is not about that.
No.
This ain't.
Wow, you've been married for a bit, you understand.
No, this is not about that whatsoever.
I know, right? It like totally stems
I was
from something.
like, we shouldn't be watching this because this is now all about trust and Jonathan and Martha screaming at each other.
I feel like I was watching my mom and dad like argue with this because I was like feeling the emotion. I was like, dude, John, you messed up, man.
But
Dad.
But I don't blame him.
And that's what I hate to say.
You understand both sides.
Yeah,
Honestly, both sides are fair.
Like, she would, like, of course she's going to respond like that, but of course he's going to make that decision.
Yeah.
But I get it, yeah.
Yeah. John, like, what would you do as a father? I would probably do the same thing. And then
but I'd
Martha,
also be
like,
pissed.
I'd be mad.
My husband, though, I'd actually tell my wife. And I've even...
That's probably her best point there. It's like, why would you still keep it a secret?
No.
Yeah, I tell my wife after I did it.
Yeah.
You know what I would tell my wife? After I had a heart attack. That's when I would probably tell her, being like, hey, I should probably let her know.
Remember when they were kissing each other before the surgery?
Yeah.
He was like, hey, there's a good chance I might not make it. So let me tell you this. I have to give Clark back to Jor-El. Okay, see you later.
Remember how I complimented them, saying it was a very sweet moment because it shows that they have a relationship where they tell each other everything?
Yeah.
I mean, I take that all back right now. And again, I understand both sides. However...
Well, Martha messed up too. Remember when she hid the key from John?
Obviously, she had to.
Yeah, you know what?
Nope, she had to. In the end, we find out later on that the man's going to know the hiding spot, so Martha had the best one in the cellar, underneath the dirt, because it's not like, hey, John, I'm going to put it in your toolbox again, like fucking Clark.
Hey, turn around, Dad, real quick. Okay, we're done.
He doesn't even say
hey, Clark, I didn't see anything. Don't worry, hey, my husband.
He doesn't even say turn around. He's like, all right, let me take that from you. I'll put it in the back. It's safe here.
Forget about it.
Martha's right. John's wrong. And it's honestly because of the heart attack.
The wife's always right. Am I right, fellas?
No.
Especially
Don't
the
tell her I said
redheaded ones.
So, yeah, he's basically saying his defense was, I didn't want this looming over you, having to worry about when you're going to lose your son. But it's like, of course, now we might not even have the choice. Like, the girl's probably going to take him. She's more powerful than him.
She can whoop his ass like Lionel can whoop your ass.
And now we get Smallville High.
This is
Get
cool.
to go to the torch.
We cut away from that scene after Taylor was uncomfortable. That was probably the best marriage fight I've ever seen on the show. Mm-hmm. That was very much kudos to Martha and John in that scene.
Their acting abilities.
That was
It was-
really...
that's what I was saying. It was
that was
genuine-
uncomfortable. I was into that.
It was a genuine convo. Hey,
let's
look,
go to the torch.
School initiates new security measures and curfew.
Oh, so she
Dude,
can still
they
have
got-
access
I mean,
whenever she wants.
9 years at the torch.
9 years at the torch forever and ever. Because you know who wants to get that 9 years of torch underneath this belt? Mr. Jonathan Kent.
You know what I love about this scene is that it feels like John just feels so gross walking into the high school right now. He's like, so this is where you work at, huh?
Okay,
because he went to this high school and had sex with Nell in every room.
In that
office. For sure.
there's no way. John was not cool enough to be able
he
to
was
have
so
sex in the
cool.
office.
He was the star
quarterback.
quarterback that no one's beaten his records.
He's having sex on the field, fellas. He's not doing it in the office.
had sex.
He wants everyone to see.
He's putting it wherever he likes.
That's true.
All right.
But he does prefer turf, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For grass?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe some hay bales.
Definitely hay bales. Let me throw you in there. Be like a needle in a haystack.
But
do some chores.
I will say, I've never liked your 9 years at the torch because I don't think there's evidence until Jonathan walked into that office.
Until John.
Once John walked into that office, I was like, he knows what he's talking about. She's trusting. She's worthy.
So Lionel, Lex,
we trust those guys. I trust that man.
they are billionaires coming to a high school reporter saying, hey, we need you to
For
stop.
their own benefit. And to use her to control his, he's like, I need her skill set.
I hope everyone remembers this too, because next year we're on season 4, and I'm on a decade of the torch. All right, this is my 9-year finale.
Hey, look, I'm supporting you.
No, you're not. You're only supporting me on season finale, not the other 60 episodes we've done.
Not the other ones, but this one I'm supporting because John said so.
And you know why John is there? It's because Chloe's even surprised. You know, Clark's not around, right? I'm not actually here for Clark. Instead, I'm here for the editor of The Torch for 9 years to be able to help me out with the problem. You know who I need right now, Chloe? I need Velma. That's who I want right now. And you know what Velma says? What do you got for me? And John says, I got a little teacup for you. Yeah. And you know what this teacup has? A little bit of fingerprints. I know you know a guy. Why don't you get him to run that, see who it is? Oh, hey, may I ask who's who's it for? That's what I'm gonna find out from you. Because guess what? Chloe, you're 9 years at the Torch. And you're the best of the best. And I can't turn to anybody else. I won't even tell my wife these things, but I'll tell you, Chloe. Because you're 9 years editor.
I like how assertive John is here.
He's so assertive.
He's so assertive because she's trying to get more info just to kind of get more detail. And he's like, honestly, it's just a personal favor to me. Don't press the issue. Just do it for me, please.
I love how he has no clue how this works.
Yeah, she gets on the phone calling her guy.
And he's like, she's just going to know.
Standing there right behind her like, okay, I'm going to wait. This is going to take a while, John.
This is how Stone Age he is, man. Like, he's so outdated, bro.
It's great.
But
you think that she said to John when she says to Clark during those situations, hey, John, can you do me a favor? Go find out what's on the lunch menu.
Hey, while you're here, can you do some work?
That's the only way to be able to get rid of somebody. You have to make them feel important. So that's the only time that Chloe then asks for help. Is whenever she's trying to get rid of somebody from the office.
Oh, that's good. That's really...
You know what? You know why it's good? Because 9 years. That's why it's good.
Look,
how dare you only
I'm
trust
agreeing
it
with
because
you.
of John? How dare you?
He's a trustful man. Only John.
They have destroyed her office 8 million times in the show. She worked at the Daily Planet. What else do you want? She had
John.
She had an office
I got it.
right outside.
I'm agreeing with you.
No, you're not. You're agreeing with me
and
now.
Jonathan Kent
This doesn't count as agreeing.
I feel like that was. I was excited. I was like, this is the scene. I was gonna give him kudos.
No,
he'd be excited.
I don't accept your kudos.
Gosh. Fine. I still don't know when it said 9 years at the Torch. Is there any evidence?
There's evidence. There's evidence.
I mean, she has admitted that she loved journalism from the get-go.
That's fine, but when did the Torch start?
Oh, there's no evidence of that.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Actually, no, there is evidence of that, thanks to Lana's mother saying a racist comment during her speech at the high school graduation, and that paper was 1978. Somebody in the comments can question me all they want, and you can say, wait.
Yeah,
Wait, it wasn't the Torch.
You're not allowing me to finish. Thank you. So now what occurred is that as the Torch was continuing its run, it got a little stale. And they said, we need some new blood. So then they found this little girl, incredible at writing diaries.
They recruited
her name? Chloe Sullivan. So they recruited her like they do in football, looking at a middle schooler. They looked at Chloe as the future editor, and they said, you got this, kid. And she has taken off ever since. She started out ever since she was in 2nd, 3rd grade. She is that fucking good.
That's great in theory. But if
in
don't
theory
have fact,
or in fact.
We don't have fact.
Argue against it.
Go
Can you?
ahead.
Can you do it?
Go
You can't
ahead.
do it.
I
She's
just
great.
told you there's no fact. I'm not saying she's
I need
not
you
great.
to counter the evidence here. You can't. All right, let's go to the Ken house.
My God. Yes, we're back at the Ken house. We get to see Lana's famous Jeep pull up.
And her hair.
And her famous wet hair that she had last season finale that drove Clark away. And she's pulling up here. And it's like, oh, whoa, you're still here? When are you taking off? We'll have to be at the airport at noon tomorrow. And Clark's like, well, that's cool. Well, that's sort of why I'm here, though. I was wondering if you would mind being my super shuttle. Nice reference. And
sure.
He just says, sure. I know it's been a strange year, but I hate leaving with the feeling that things aren't settled between us. Was it not settled last episode? Did Clark not say, boom, bye, get out of here, go to Paris?
No. Instead, Jesse, I have to ask you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how pathetic is this? Do you think it's a 9?
On whose side?
On Lana's side.
Oh, yeah.
Why is she here?
Yeah.
In all honesty, why is she even coming over here asking these type of questions? I honestly just have such a big problem with her in this scene. It's disgusting.
Clark was like, "Hey, you're good. You can go." Right?
Yes.
Last episode, I didn't rewatch it.
Okay. Well, you should.
Well,
what are you even doing now?
You don't need to.
Wait, and then
Emily is the best.
That's gonna be bad.
So
I
think it's fair that she wants him to be like, "No, stay. This is hard for me."
Yeah, she wants to have that excuse.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to go, dude.
No. And
You're exactly right, guys. Instead, she was told last episode, have fun.
Yeah, that's why she came back.
She could have easily asked Chloe for a ride.
She should have just let that go at this point.
She definitely has feelings for Clark still.
No, okay. I know she does. She shouldn't.
She shouldn't, yeah.
She shouldn't.
Yeah,
Stop defending her.
I'm agreeing with you.
No, I don't think you are. I think you're doing something over there. I'm not trusting this.
I can't do anything.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with you.
But so Clark starts to say, Lana, when I said I wanted you to be happy, hey, the other night when you said you wanted to tell me something important, was that really it? Was that all you were going to say? And he's just quiet.
What was he going to say?
Say it. I'm going to leave. Say it.
He was
going to tell this.
Well, admit a secret.
Yeah.
He was going to admit a secret.
Because she knows it.
He just ended up kissing her cheek weirdly and said, have fun in Paris. And I was like, yo.
That's what I wanted to tell you.
Dope move. Smooth move, Clark. CK. And Lana's like, look, if you really have something important to say to me, say it before I'm gone. For 3 months.
Yeah.
My God. God, she makes it seem
Hold on.
she's gone for like
forever.
4 years, dude.
She said 2 semesters, so obviously I still think it means June and July because it's still summer school, so that's how it would work.
Summer program. We read the acceptance letter and brochure, okay?
Technically, it would honestly be the 2 months. Listen.
Lana, pathetic.
I'm so mad at her because even once again, this is you teeing up the ball saying, this is Clark letting me down again. Hit it out of the park. And it's the biggest tee known to man.
And it's kind of crazy because look at this too, though. It's like he was about to say it, actually. Like he was about to give in and be like, Lana, you know what? But then she's like, who's that?
No. Joseph, say it right.
Sorry, okay. Who's that?
No, say it right. Who's the whore on the hill?
And she's just staring.
She's staring at the hill. What is she doing?
She's at the hill over the fence and looking at Clark and Lana. And he's just like, that's my cousin. You've never mentioned her before. Well, yeah, she's just a distant cousin from California.
Well, since you have company, I guess you won't have time to take me tomorrow. Lana, no!
I did like his response here, though. What? Where he said,
I should find a ride from someone else. Oh, he has a cousin? We can't give a
what?
ride?
Exactly, that's what I mean. We're done?
What kind of jealousy, weird little girl shit is
I don't
this,
think...
dude?
You fucking her?
Kissing cousins? Kissing cousins?
Like, what is this?
Dude.
I'm sure he's just... One, she might not believe him. But two, it's that she never told him. And that's the always problem with Clark.
Never tells her secrets.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's worse? Who's that girl? Your cousin? You kissing her?
But then she's a sucker because...
Adam, are you diabetic?
And you know what? Thank you. This is so pathetic. I hated this so much.
I know. Once he said, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, just so laughs.
Giggly. Her facial expressions are great, right? Is that what we were saying?
Yeah.
Is that what we were saying? Yeah, she...
What? Wait, what?
Soon as like
facial expressions,
they're so cute, right?
Why
is that what we were saying?
So cute?
Is that what we were saying? I'm not sure.
That's not what we're saying right now.
That's not what we're saying.
What?
I was just saying she was a sucker because soon as like she was in the fight, she was like, "Man, you don't tell me anything. I'm mad."
Saying that, though.
Yeah, and then he was like, "I'll see you tomorrow." She's like, "Oh, okay." So she's totally a sucker.
Yeah, okay. Because we all know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Disappointment.
I didn't know. I thought he was saying like right now, but when she said I'll see you tomorrow, then I was like, oh, it's tomorrow, and he won't be there. Okay, got it.
Exactly. He says he's going to be there.
Yeah.
Most likely not.
He's going to disappoint Lex and Lana so far is what we're
Boom,
figuring
we got
out.
2. So, yeah, she drives away. Kara is already behind her. Like, when she drives out.
She really loves you, you know.
Yeah, but guess what? Doesn't matter. She's a weakling. Your destiny's not with her. It's with me.
The love between us is stronger. I just met you.
Anything than you can imagine. You and I are the only ones left, Kal-El.
That means we have to repopulate.
That's right. You want to go now or later?
Clark is in there contemplating.
He's looking at her like,
I have seen you naked.
you looked good. But wait. Are you diabetic?
She wouldn't know what that is.
Diabetic?
But yeah, she says you can try as hard as you want, but sooner or later, everyone that you love will lie, betray, or leave you. And guess what, Clark?
Man of Tomorrow?
That's why you need to come with me. Clark then responds, no matter what you say, I'll never go with you. Kara then gives a weird, evil look, and then it turns into a smile that made me uncomfortable. Fellas, quick question. Clark runs into his house here on the next scene.
This dude?
Okay,
Dude.
what is this?
I was going to bring it up too.
Because they don't mention
Nothing.
anything about it.
Nothing. He walks into his home, and he hears a doorbell, where then he gets stumbly.
Like as if kryptonite is around him.
Yeah.
It looks like he's nauseous, about to pass out or something, or throw up.
Yeah, he is weak right now.
From what?
From
Exactly.
what?
And it's just over with. They never explained.
They don't explain it whatsoever.
That's the only time we get it, and it's truly like,
Like, is he lovesick? Did the weird look from Kara actually do something to him?
I shouldn't have tried oil.
Yo, fat dab, man. Lana interrupted.
Oh, that was too much.
Maybe he ran inside too quick. How you get up too fast? He ran inside too quick. He's like, oh.
Whoa.
There it is.
Big rush to the head. Big rush to the head. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Get it together. Get it together.
Come on, CK. Come on, CK.
Here's the knock at the door, though. Goes and opens it. It is the delivery man.
So, fun fact about this real quick. First off, so this guy's name is Brandon J. McLaren. He is actually going to be in an episode later on in the show. Completely different character. But he is like, you remember She's the Man?
Oh, you
Amanda
talking about
Bynes?
Amanda Bynes? Soccer movie?
He's one of the friends.
Oh,
he
really?
is one of the friends. He likes the big girl, right?
Yeah.
Where he even
Oh,
looks at them on the dance floor and
yeah.
said, right hand on red, left hand on blue. Yes!
That guy, man. He's also very well known being the Red Ranger in one of the Power Rangers series.
Yeah, but that's not really a shocker. We won't know because
no,
of
no,
how
yeah.
many Ranger series there are, man. It really did just keep going and going.
But apparently some of them were like really good.
Some of
for
the seasons
reason.
are like top. Like, I think it's like one of the 2010 seasons are truly rated the highest.
It makes no sense. But yeah, anyways, just fun fact about that guy. But yeah, it's a delivery guy. It's like, hey, you Clark Kent? Yeah, I got a package for you. And who's it from? Lionel Luthor. And then Clark's like, whoa.
To all this, what we were talking about, the wooziness, I thought this was a piece of kryptonite and Lionel going, what up, bitch?
Yeah, like, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
It just
like,
it has a note on the rock. I know.
suck on this.
Yeah, so he a huge envelope, pulls it out, and out drops a key. Just one key.
What'd y'all think it was?
I knew.
I knew what it was.
I knew what it was.
I put in the
I was gonna say, we know what it is.
And
Yeah.
it's the room.
Does Clark's never talked about the room or
He
anything?
doesn't know.
He doesn't
You know-
know that there's a locked room.
Do you
or
remember
anything.
a couple weeks ago when I had mentioned if he had seen the room yet?
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking of. This is what I was
Because
thinking
you try to always spoil him, like alert
It was,
me.
it all merges together.
Yeah, Thanks for spoiling things.
So now
Appreciate it.
we go to the mansion.
Best co-host ever.
And Lionel's here with Chloe, but Lex is here with Chloe. And Lex is going over how, oh, look at this. All these doctors. He's checked out every professional doctor, medical institution. My father's not bullshitting. He's actually sick.
It's kind of the same thing of what he's doing right now with Clark that he did earlier with Chloe. And that is that Chloe is then mentioning, hey, we don't have to go through with this. This is your father. He's dying, so we don't have to continue if you don't want to. I get it. And now this is Lex saying, no, I'm wanting to make sure that you're okay. And now this is the Lex showing concern, telling Chloe everything that Lionel has done that makes him a dangerous person, that he went as far as to raise the dead in order to find out what the cure to his liver disease was.
Right.
I can only imagine what a guy that has nothing to lose is going to try to do to avoid the prison.
Yep.
Chloe then even telling Lex, no, you don't have to worry. I'm about to go into protective custody.
With her dad.
So everything is going to be fine. Lex mentioning, I'm worried about you. Before you walk into that courtroom, I need you to be aware of what can happen. Chloe now looking down, saying, you know what? My father has been intimidated enough. So have I. I'm not backing down.
So now we go back to the prison. And Clark just walks into Lionel's cell. What is this? Lionel's smirking already. He's like, a key. Okay. Good writing, guys.
A key, dummy.
It's a key, Clark. What do you mean? So, my lawyers had informed me you're going to appear on the witness list. I can only assume that Lex has you buying into his version of our little Opidal struggle. A Greek reference, my God.
I just have to pause it real quick here just to say, Clark could be testifying against you because he's seen a million things that you have done. Also, hey, Lionel, remember when you worked with the doctor to put me in a kryptonite tank that almost killed me? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So,
This is insane.
it's absolutely nuts. Lionel's a psychopath. But, so is Clark. But, he's like, you're talking about, you're trying to make me buy into this little whole thing, Lionel, that you're trying to do? Like, you're a murderer. It's like, look.
I didn't kill my parents, Clark. I would never do such a thing. You have no idea, however, what it's like growing up with an abusive father, so maybe, yeah, I did kill him.
Well, he says he didn't shed tears at their funeral. He doesn't, like, admit, like, anything.
Well, we've seen his father sticking up people on the middle of the main Smallville street with a gun.
Lachlan.
So he is not a good Luther whatsoever.
Another LL.
Can only imagine what he did to his son. This is where Lionel learned his parenting skills.
Yep.
What a great comeback from Clark. I was proud of him. That was pretty good. Because Lex, he was like, yeah, I don't know anything about a controlling father, but your son does. He's an expert now.
Oh!
And then, of course, Lionel's like, an expert at lies and subterfuge.
Stupid.
Is that key you're holding? It opens a door. No shit.
The door to light.
3rd floor, East Wing, Luther Mansion. You'll be fascinated by what you find, Clark. I'm walking in some sort of trap because the last time I listened to you, I became a lab rat at Summerholt 2 episodes ago. Yeah, no, we're not talking about that.
Hey, make sure you say Academy Award-winning episode.
Sorry, was that 3 episodes ago now?
Yeah, that was 3 episodes. Remember, we had 2 crap in between greatness.
No, I thought you liked one of them.
Talisman.
Talisman.
Yeah, but it was directed by the devil.
No,
so.
we like. Never mind.
So look, and even Lionel's like, I want to enlighten you. You want answers? So you're going to get them. Answers you won't believe. So go check it out. And Clark's like, okay. He's thinking about it.
Well, Lionel, as soon as he showed up with the key, Lionel knew, he's curious, he's going to use it. Because if he wasn't going to use it, he wouldn't have showed up. He's like,
he'd be like, just go crush it, melt it down or something.
If I wanted to go through a door, I can't.
That's true.
Yeah.
He does not need a key. We've seen many times.
Except what Clark then must have heard afterwards, obviously, is what I'm assuming. They cut off, and this is what I even had a problem with a few episodes back too. They cut off a lot of Clark and Lionel's endings when it comes to their conversations, where there seems to be always a missing part, which I feel like the missing part for this moment was, this is the room inside of Lex's house.
Well, no, he told him.
Is that what he said?
He said 3rd floor, East Wing, Luther Mansion. Go check it out.
Hold on. 3rd floor?
Yeah.
I
didn't
That's
know.
what confused me with it. I didn't think that it was a Luther Mansion. I thought he was talking about some type of other facility.
Yeah, because it
He
was
said
right after
Luther
the
Mansion.
dumb question, like, what is this? It's a key, it opens the door. Luther Mansion, East Wing, 3rd floor. He says that
floor?
specific. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I thought when he said 3rd floor, I was like,
I'm just thrown off by the 3 floors.
And then
here.
I was like, have we heard that before? Was the 3rd floor? Or is that the first time that we've heard that it's 3
I think
floors?
technically the first time. Oh, we get a glimpse of the key.
And we've
going
been
in
here
the door.
before.
Sorry.
And we have been here before.
I hate to ask this. I hate to do this already. Hey, we have X-ray vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to pause just to ask that question. Sorry, continue.
No, he had to make sure it was the right door. Remember, he got a key for it. He had to make sure it matched. Even if you look through, you don't know if that's the right room.
Huh?
Yeah, makes sense.
If you see a random room with
Wait.
all of your memorabilia,
It's the other
there,
door in the 3rd floor
yeah,
in
it's
the
like, oh,
West
that could
Wing.
be it.
Yeah.
He has Byakugan X-ray, and we are never using that again. That's done, right?
Yeah.
I never. Yeah. R.I.P. Sarah, even though she's still alive, I think.
R.I.P. No, yeah, she's
Yeah. Mind of a 13-year-old.
R.I.P. her coma.
Yes.
But we have Clark walking into the room we've all been into. Lex has been in here. He's brought Helen in here. It is the room of Clark and his family.
The
but mainly
pictures,
Clark.
man.
The pictures are
pictures.
amazing.
They're like headshots, professional headshots.
It looks like they're school photos that you see in a yearbook.
He's like, thanks for this photo, Clark. And he enlarged it. And we got bullets, random bullets that I assume have been found from where Clark
Which is cool.
involved
All right.
in. It's actually kind of
Yeah,
cool.
it is
that
cool.
Means he's
All right,
collecting
I'm a little
bullets.
dumb. I thought he put little planets. I thought it was a little solar system that he made, like as if he was trying to figure out what
Wait,
planet
good
it was.
job.
I swear to God, that's my mistake on that one.
There is actually a nice, fun little story that was actually a separate comic storyline between Talisman and
Memoria. So
also Memoria and Talisman.
and we're a little late, but it's actually because we thought that it fit more with this because we are leading up to the room and even the ending of this episode.
Yeah, because honestly, I mean, as far as the people who are editing the episode to make sure continuity is up, it's assumed that these bullets that are hanging, they're clearly ones that have hit Clark most likely and been collected from scenes over time. That's what I originally thought. But it actually is tied back. It's 5 bullet casings.
Yeah, 5 bullet casings is what they say in the story, but also I think that's what we see even in the back with Lex like playing with them. As if it's one of those, toys that you do in the office where it's like it swings one side, you have it hit, then it hits the other.
Yes.
What are those called? Hanging balls.
Yeah, I forgot. Pendulum swing.
Yes.
I'm
Big
good.
words.
I'm so good.
So smart.
And so, yeah, like I said, there's actually a nice story that's linked to that comic storyline. What is it?
So it's 2 separate storylines.
Number 9? Am I seeing that correctly? Number
Yeah,
9?
Smallville issue number 9. And it's with 2 separate storylines called Lies and Secrets. Same exact story, but it's told from Clark's view and Lex's view.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they do that, actually. So
I got confused when reading it, though.
yeah,
I was
wait,
wait.
I'm reading the same thing again. But yes, no, so really kind of how it starts is that Clark just kind of barges into Lex's house, as usual, asks him just straight up, can I get the keys to the Talon? And Lex is like, what for? And it's like, well, that would ruin the surprise. So yeah.
He seems to be planning a surprise here for Lana before she leaves. She still has over a week left before she leaves to Paris. So he has this idea that he wants to plan for her. And what's great about it is that now even Lex is throwing more shots at Clark in the comic, even telling him, I don't think she needs surprises.
Ooh.
She needs change, Clark.
Straight up, though.
But that's kind of, he wanted to do something nice. Like,
then-
it was a goodbye thing. It wasn't like I'm going to convince her to stay thing like we've seen already.
And Lex is over here just being that kind of douchey big brother. Like, look, man, tired of your shit. I know Lana's tired of it. So you just need to step up to the plate. No surprises, dude.
But he does end up throwing him the keys and says, you know what? Just go. Have your fun, kid. Good luck. Clark says, thanks.
He's like, yeah.
He actually has
like-
a weird smile going. I don't
so-
know what type of drawing this is. Looks like the Joker, for God's sake. Keep it together, comic book Clark.
Yeah, very weird, very weird.
But when he shows up to the Talon, what he has inside of a paper bag, and this is why we have to bring this up, is white roses. So he has a bag full of white roses, and his plan seems to be able to set them up around the Talon. So when Lana walks in, it was kind of like what I thought he should do. And I said this last episode that it should have been a Sweet Home Alabama moment. In a way, he was planning on that with the Talon. So I had to give him that.
It was, yeah.
And when he runs into the Talon, what he sees is that the Talon is being robbed. Clark, of course, says, I'm going to call the sheriff. The guys then start shooting at him. They start running out back. Bullets are flying. They hit Clark. He uses a steel pipe to swing them like a baseball and a baseball bat. I don't know. But then Lana and Lex actually end up showing up at the Talon. Now Lex is saying, oh my God, what's happening? The guys have stormed off already, so Clark can't use his powers. Lex says, I'll run inside to call the sheriff. Lana and Clark now hang out outside in the back where the flowers have been crushed. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Lana says, hey, what was all this? Well, I was planning a surprise for you, and she hands him back the white rose and says to him, this is a little soon. I don't leave for another week.
Yeah, she kind of like she like kind of appreciates the thought, like saying, "Oh wow,
Hold that thought."
Yeah, wait. This is nice. I'm sure it was beautiful, but wait up, Clark. Can you just wait a sec? But yeah, so it comes down because all the roses are laying out. And it's the white roses. And so, yeah, like Taylor said, she's letting him know, well, I don't leave for another week, Clark. I mean, why don't you do this for me then? Save it for then.
And hands him the rose back.
Yeah, and hands him the rose back. And this actually leads, of course, into later on, towards the end of the episode, on why Clark has a white rose for her.
And I never knew why, by the way. I honestly had no clue. I thought that may have been her favorite color. White.
Do you remember when he actually, I forgot what he was doing, but it was his typical Clark saying sorry to Lana, trying to. He came with the red rose, and she ended up throwing it in the trash can.
Oh, yeah, but that's when he completely lied to her, I think. And then he tried to come back with a rose and say, hey, what's up?
So now, we've evolved. We've done so many bad things and tried to say sorry so many times to Lana that we go white rose this time, because that means something better and more,
I'm not going in depth with that. And
it's kind of funny because like the kryptonite necklace she had went from green to white and clear, and then he went from red rose to white rose.
I don't know if that's the same thing.
Correlation. Dude, correlation, bro.
What a connection. What a great one.
But besides that explains, Clark and Lana's thing.
Lex leaves during this comic scene, and then he comes back an hour later where now he is snooping in the back alley area where the bullets were. The cops are there now. He gave his little testimony to the sheriff saying what he was doing there. Clark is still there, so there's still an investigation going on. And now Lex is asking Clark exactly what happened. Clark keeps saying, I don't know, too fast.
It's all too fast, Lex. I couldn't really do anything.
It's like, what's this? What's this? I'm going to assume Clark too fast. Yeah, too fast.
I love it, too. He's like, so wait, there's blood on the ladder. I don't know, man. Wait, the ladder looks like it was melted down to come down. I don't know, too fast, Lex. Lots of bullets around here. What, man? I'm surprised. Very brave of you, Clark. Lex, chill. It was too fast. I don't know, dude. I was too busy ducking for cover.
But you know what? I'm going to find out who did this.
Yeah.
And Lex says, you know what, Clark? I could use your help to solve this mystery. They shake hands. End of story from Clark's view. And now we get into Lex's view where I'm going to try to skip over here because it's the exact same storyline. Clark shows up, asks for the keys. Lex makes his comment. The difference now is that Lex, on his computer, you now see he's been talking to Loader, needing to meet up with him on this same night. This is where now we're going to get really weird. So after he hands Clark the keys, Lex receives a phone call from Lana, where he then goes over to her house in order for them to be able to sign paperwork together.
Yep.
They are in his car, where they start talking. He says, Lana, you've been such a great person. You've been such a good friend. This and that. And now Lana even looks at him and says, I hope you think of me more as a business partner. I really appreciate everything that you are doing for me. And this is why it's disturbing, is how close she's getting to him, as well as it seems like Lex is some giddy 16-year-old kid. Like, oh my God, is she getting that close? Oh my God, I could smell her. She smells so good.
It's uncomfortable.
It's really freaking weird. Like, it just bothers me, but it's also hinting at what I said was not happening last episode. Mm-hmm. And that's Lex is kind of hitting on Lana.
And I mean, and we've seen it before, like very little moments. But
I like thought it was a friend, big brother looking out for her.
Yeah.
Not, oh, you know what? I want that. She walked in on you having sex when she was 10. The hell? We didn't theorize that he was having sex with Nell.
But yeah.
Nell should put an end to this.
Well, she did. She moved away. Became worst parent for that season.
Okay. But that's true. Now, whenever we get past this uncomfortable scene, Lex and Lana are making their way to the Talon, and that is when, of course, they run into Clark. They see the bad guys then driving away. Lex then says, oh my God, I'm going to go call the sheriff. Turns out he's calling Loader, in fact, where then he goes to meet Loader for that hour. As he is speaking to Loader, asking him, hey, when I was in the Talon, I had my guys searching, and that is when we figure out they weren't burglars, they were Lex's men, and he assigned them to the Talon in order to look for something. Mm-hmm. In this case, it was a bug.
Yeah, because of Lionel?
Yes, and that is when Loader says, because Lex thinks it's Loader, Loader says that's not one of mine, but that thing's really impressive. We now have a knock at the door where it's Lionel that walks in, and I guess this is the first time Loader and Lionel supposedly meet each other. Mm-hmm. Lex then tells his father, oh, no, this is just a security guard interview. Don't worry about it. Loader then leaves. Lionel and Lex talk. It then turns out that Lionel is the one that bugged the Talon in order to get more information about Clark Kent.
Yeah, and I mean, not surprising. Lionel's been trying to dig for Clark, I don't know how many times. But, I mean, that's where it ends, right?
That is where now we're going back from Lex's point of view, and he is heading back to that crime scene, giving his little speech to the sheriff, going in the back alley, looking at the bullets, and now we see that, in a way, he's actually, like, lifting them.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's taking them, because even his father, during the scene, says, you know, you have to ask yourself, Lex, you can question me all you want. Oh, I bugged your place. Oh, my God. Boo-hoo. Now, Lex, ask yourself, how can a farm boy stop armed men and bullets? And that's when Lex feeds into what his father told him, starts wanting to dig more, takes those bullets, and now he seems to be what the comic is insinuating. Lex is back on that, investigating Clark.
Yep. Yeah. And that explains to, like, come full circle, we're in the room, and that's where the hanging bullets came from. Lex collected them from that scene, has them in the Clark Kent room in his mansion, and boom, that becomes the big reveal, because then, of course, Lex walks in eventually. And it's a nice little in-between story to explain some things, I mean, that didn't necessarily, I guess, need to be explained, but I think the Rose definitely...
The Rose had to, in a way. It didn't make sense whenever I would watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, where did you get... Like, what was the point of this? Was it just a flower, and yet it was a unique flower in some way?
Yeah. And then the bullets, like I said, you can just assume those are just bullets from random crime scenes Clark has been a part of, because this man's been shot at many times. And
let's not forget the comic also gives the first hint and initiation of Lana and Lex. And again, usually I wouldn't say anything about this, but in the comic, remember in the earlier ones that we read, where Pete confessed like his thing about Chloe, where they started flirting, he grabbed her hand, and then in the next few episodes they kissed. Mm-hmm. So the comic is hinting at something between Lana and Lex. From my state of mind, disgusting.
A little.
Ew.
But all in all, yes, we wanted to put that little piece together just to kind of make the story flow a bit better. But also, on a separate note, we do want to acknowledge and pay our respects and condolences to John Schneider. Just recently, within the past couple weeks, his wife passed away tragically.
Cannot believe it. I mean, 53 is still young, in my opinion.
And of course, we just want to acknowledge that and send our love. Okay, done with the side story here. Now to come back to the room. First off, we have the spaceship key, the octagonal one on display. We saw the parasite in a jar from Rush. That was season 1, I believe, as well. Was that season 1 or 2?
I don't understand the 3 Clarks. They're the same picture.
I don't understand the multiple photos either.
Is that Martha?
Yeah, Martha
Yes,
and
it's
John
the family
below
photo
it.
that he has.
And then what is this?
And then
And then
what?
we have a display case of a rock that is mainly green kryptonite, but it's also red.
But why?
Guys,
Also,
I don't
why?
know if y'all noticed this. That kryptonite was like nice.
Yeah.
Why did that look like the best kryptonite I've ever seen on the show?
Like, that was probably the best meteorite that came down.
Yeah.
A little red, a little green.
He's like, this one's
It's
special. This one's got it
But
all.
if this is all about Clark, why does he think that that rock means anything?
Because he thinks that it happened on the meteor shower.
Okay. He does think that.
Yes. He thinks that everything transpired on that day.
Okay.
Whether or not Clark came down, I'm not quite sure. I can't answer that. But it's
And I
always
mean,
the meteor shower.
I'm sure
that's
after
why.
everything, he can piece together, like, okay, let me...
I guess you can argue that with the parasite as well.
Yeah.
Before we get to this next
And
moment,
the
we
cave
do
drum.
have to even ask another question. You guys would say, though, this is an intrusion of privacy, that this room is all about Clark.
This is bad and unexplainable. Like,
And-
you can't explain this to someone.
Wait.
and
Let him
also,
get to it.
And also, I'm never going to be friends with Lex again.
And he says that.
And the other side of this is, the room is about who?
Me.
Who has pictures? Who has family photos?
Wait, I like
Who
when-
has
Collecting-
high school pictures?
And bullets that hit his chest.
Like,
Bad.
honestly, if he didn't have the pictures, his argument would mean something.
It would mean something.
Because
Thank you.
It could be bullets. It could be, that key. It could be anything. But there's pictures.
I'm trying to figure out, like, what happened during these moments. What's with the headshots?
Yeah, we could have completely omitted the pictures. We don't need to know who it's clearly about.
And maybe if they were like pictures that his like PIs have token, like they're doing stuff, but they're headshots.
But they're posing.
yeah,
He's advertising a new plaid shirt.
Okay, what about this, though? No pictures, but he still has the car reenactment.
That's
fine
fine.
because
That's
that's like
fine.
he says.
I'm
he said-
involved.
He said, "This is about me."
Yes.
and his argument would held up if there weren't.
Sorry
pictures.
to get to the scene real quick that we
Yeah.
are already spoiling is that Clark turns around while he's in this room. He sees Lex. Lex says, before you jump to any conclusions.
Okay.
Clark then says, you told me you stop investigating me. Lex then walks down the stairs and says, I did. What? What do you mean you did? What is all this? Clark, as hard as this may believe, this is all about me. What?
It's a real Adam line.
What? Oh yeah, by the way, that's why I did the voice for it, because that was disgusting.
Real Adam line.
Hey, Lex, why do you got family photos of me?
More lies. He says to his face, more lies. Because he just...
Hold on. What if Lex responded with, sometimes I like to picture myself with your family, Clark. Sometimes I sit in this room and I feel like it's us four together around the fire.
Baby Julian's there, too.
All right.
And my mom.
Lex could get out of this, right?
Dude. No. Not at all.
Okay.
I'd be I'd be so mad. Weirded out.
That's a photo of me.
No, he should just do what he did to Helen. They're an interesting family, don't you think?
I'm smiling in that photo, Lex. Why does this seem like... this is weird. What are you doing in this room? Are those
It's
tissues?
his pleasure room.
Is that a swing?
So much of my own life I can't explain because of my high white blood cell count. And it all started with this car crash. And look at that. We get a display of it again. If I'm guilty of anything, it's that I've inherited my father's eccentric curiosity for the unimaginable. The unknown.
You've inherited his dishonesty, motherfucker.
Clark, look me in the eye and tell me you don't have your own dark secrets you keep somewhere.
Okay, hold on.
Was that a flower? Was that Nicodemus?
That was the Nicodemus
Oh, he
yes.
has it. That's scary.
He has a copy.
Oh, it's just a copy. It's not real. It doesn't do the powers.
I don't know.
No, it's still the real flower.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, he copied it, if anything, cloned it. Obviously, we've seen it before. Emily, shout out.
Or there was multiple, so...
I do have to ask you guys a question, though.
That was Dr. Hamilton's. It was in his lab.
Yeah, but I thought they destroyed them all. Or did
No,
he
remember,
keep
he
one?
cleaned it out.
Ah, that's true. I thought that Chloe and Pete were destroying him while Pete was trying to make out with Chloe. I guess I'm remembering the episode wrong.
Pete sucks.
Wait, time out. Return, right?
We don't need him mentioned.
I have a problem, and this is what I want to ask you guys. Because Lex then mentions to Clark, don't you have your own secret room where you're able to keep all of the things from other people?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have your own secret room where it's faces of another guy?
Not another guy.
No, not another guy.
Not
like
another
not
guy.
just one specific guy. That's
No.
your secret place, right?
Yeah, not another.
What about this one, dude? You got guys?
Yeah, I got so many dudes.
got guys
And he
everywhere.
doesn't have a single guy. His parents are there too.
This is
That's his
He's
argument.
got a woman.
Yeah,
He's got a woman in
He's
there.
like, it's not just you. your parents are there too.
like what? Okay, but that's fantastic. I just wish he would have said something like that.
Look, Clark, it's not just about you. It's about us. It's about us.
Why couldn't he lie and say it's about your family? I think there's something interesting about your family. Why can't he lie? Instead, it's just
Nothing. He doesn't say anything.
it's just dumb.
It's me.
Why does
It's
he
all
need
me.
the pictures?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Answer that.
Yeah, I don't care about anything else. Just take these pictures down.
Not only that, why is there 3 of them?
It's the same picture.
He's got 2 Clarks. He's got 3 Clarks, 1 Martha, 1 John. He's got like 8 bullets.
I think in one of the
Some rock,
ones they
a
were all
puzzle.
these small.
Yeah, this man got a puzzle.
With Clark's face on it. Put it together.
So
Gotta
yeah.
solve it.
And now Clark is just like, ever since I met you, I've been defending you. And goes into this whole angry spiel, like Pete, like my parents. Oh, Lex is a good guy. He's not like his dad.
Clark's always been defending him. Everyone has always fought against it. And now he's throwing that in his face. And Clark even tells him I was wrong.
Walks out.
Clark! No, it's not what you think. It's all about me.
And so now we go to the Clark barn. Clark is venting. I can't believe he's pretended to be my friend. For 3 years, he's been investigating me.
I love who he's venting to.
And it's Mom.
It's Mom. Dude, it's Mom.
And Martha's just like, I'm sorry. I can't even imagine how that feels.
He can't vent to John.
And
Imagine him
Wait,
venting
why?
to John.
He's such a great dad. Why can't he vent to John?
Because he still cares about his friend, and John would be like it'd be committing to
John
being done.
would want to kill Lex,
John would be like, "Oh yeah,
right
you're
now."
definitely never being friends with him."
And then he'd lose that fight probably.
I was gonna say he's not in the
I
mood
know
to fight any
Lex
other
hasn't won
Luther.
too much, but I mean he could win against John, I think. But no, what I want to touch on is that because he even says right here, maybe Kara's right, and look where we're at now. We're back on the main theme of this entire season. What we've been talking
People
about:
suck.
testing humanity. Humans suck.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the whole test. What Jor-El wants Clark to see, like you're above these people. They're beneath you. Like this is, and now he's getting suckered in. This is like the final straw. This is the tipping point.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Except for one thing. This is where I have to defend Jesse's woman.
Ooh la la.
He's the one that pushed Lana away. All the pain and suffering that he caused with Lana is because of him. All the lies, the betrayal
And you
is
agree with
because
it.
of him.
Yeah. He's
we've
not
talked
saying
about
that.
this.
Yeah.
But this isn't Kara's right. Everyone that I've known is leaving me. You pushed her away from you.
No. It's a matter of like they will all betray me in the end.
He's
like,
acting like Lex is his only best friend.
betray me or leave me. So Pete left.
Oh yeah, because Clark can't speed. I forgot. He can't go and see him whenever he wants.
Remember, he doesn't have Chloe.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Chloe.
10 minutes to get those shark dogs, right?
Yeah.
But yes, that's my only real problem with this. This is once again Clark being immature, being a teenager, just not thinking of the big picture that I blew some things myself. Not everybody is turning against me, which is what he seems like he's doing, is playing the victim in a way, saying that humans are bad, I'm the good, and Kara was right.
Well, with the Lana,
he's not taking any responsibility.
He's not taking exactly,
and he's never, like we've noticed,
that's true.
He has never recovered from being Cal.
That's true. That's been lingering.
There always seems to be a little bit left over there.
Yeah.
Now, and that's what I hated about it, because I understand that she could be right about things, but Lex having that secret room of you, I'm going back to what Jesse just said, I'm thinking more a pervert, not lies, betrayal.
Yeah. Like, I'd be freaked out.
Yeah. I'd be telling my mom, like...
It'd be like, yo, like, is he in love with me?
Yeah.
Mom, do you think I should, like, tone it down?
I only would see him, like, once a week or something. Like, I don't know. Like... So, yeah, she's consoling him, and... Clark's just like, I've done everything in my power to defy for Jor-El, but it's only made things worse. So it's like, maybe I should go.
Oh, sweetheart, you're so stupid. You don't have to decide anything right this minute. You know, it's been an incredibly difficult time for you. With Pete gone and Lana leaving, you can't go visit them with your super speed. Oh, wait! Lana!
Dude, now...
He has no excuse either.
No excuse.
Usually it's like, oh man, I was saving somebody.
He went to go pout about Lex in his barn instead of being the super shuttle.
He just forgot. He's just like, oh, Lana leaving. Oh shoot, Lana's leaving.
Yeah, so... I didn't get it. Like, did they agree that he was actually going to be the ride?
Yeah.
Or was
Yeah.
it,
No. He agreed that he was
So
going to take
then-
her so they could finally talk.
Like, why didn't they call? Is that on cell phones? They sometimes have cell phones.
Yeah.
Well, no. Clark is very spotty with his cell phone.
Yeah,
everyone
it's very
else
weird.
seems to have one.
He's poor.
Who do we blame though? John.
Yeah.
But
Loaves of bread.
I do want to say, yeah. Once again, Clark let Lana down, where we are having to get to the airport scene where whenever I go to an airport, all I do is pull up to a shuttle and see people making out, because that's what Lana sees, as she is alone, scared, terrified, not knowing, still looking around, hoping to see Clark is going to surprise her. And instead, she keeps running into a couple that's kissing. Good God, get a room. Walks away, and then all of a sudden, a bald man stops her, and it's Lex. And this is Lex saying goodbye. Bon voyage.
Dude, come on.
Have fun in Paris. And this is where Lana is even telling Lex, oh, I thought you'd be at the courthouse for your father's case. Oh, I couldn't let you leave here without me saying or giving you a proper goodbye. Mm-hmm. You know, I could have done more than just give the shuttle driver a tip. Lex, I can't thank you enough. You know what? Lana, it's been pretty clear that your destiny lies beyond the Smallville limits. What I love about this scene is the fact that Lex is here to be a good friend.
Yep.
He is not here to do anything else except to wish Lana the best, because he's now even talking about going to see her in Paris, where she's even shocked, saying, you would even do that for me? You know, I haven't been in a while, but now I have a reason to go. And them developing that as business partners, 50-50 owner, it makes this so believable, where I'm like, this is a great friendship.
Yeah.
You know who would take it the other way? A psychopath.
Clark Kent. He's the best. He shows up.
I kind of... Look, if Lana was older, Lex would make a move.
Probably.
But...
Lex isn't, only because he's like, oh wait, she's just a kid.
Weird
He's always been
Guys,
weird.
I'm gonna debunk this.
He's always been
you
weird.
You guys are trying to make something that it's not, and I'm getting uncomfortable, and you're both pissing me off. And this is okay. When it comes to Lex and Lana, with them having this business partnership, with them having this relationship of owning the talent together, and Lex even telling her, I invested in this because it allows me to feel good about myself as if I'm not always doing something bad. You both are missing the overall concept of Lana to him, which is good. That is what she brings to him and makes him feel.
Yes.
But not in a weird way.
I really do think because she's underage and he's not like
Wait,
that. Wait,
you keep saying that, but whenever
he's
you
actually-
say underage in that way,
and so I'm
thinking you're taking this
So
somewhere
I'm
else.
thinking he's telling himself like, okay, hey, I'm just being a good friend. Because she's 17, but I really don't think.
Oh my god!
And I don't think Clark is taking it this way. I just don't think he trusts Lex's intentions. He doesn't think he's being good. I don't think he thinks it's I don't think he thinks it's a relationship thing. I just think he knows what Lana means to him, and he's being the hero, knowing that Clark wouldn't.
Oh, this is such a great point that you just made, Jesse. So you know what he should have done then right now? Leave.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
He should leave. He should leave. No, he should leave.
He shouldn't leave.
He should leave right now.
Shouldn't leave.
If you're standing by your point, that means he should just go because he doesn't trust Lex, meaning he doesn't trust Lana because of them hugging.
No.
That is what you're implying
He shouldn't
now.
leave.
So what he does next, though...
No.
You're agreeing with?
No, I don't think he should leave, and I don't think he should stay, then leave. Whatever he did. That was the stupidest decision.
Let's get to this.
Drop the white rose.
Clark is there across the street watching them hug each other. He has a white rose where he then drops it on the floor.
Because he's so devastated seeing Lex and Lana.
Yeah, Lex walks away from Lana because he has to go to the courthouse. Clark knows this because he's supposed to be at the courthouse too. So he knows that Lana now is going to be by herself, where then he's still there. She looks up and she sees him. She wants to go and say bye. She runs across the street with her luggage. She knows that he's there. A shuttle just goes across. All of a sudden, Clark has disappeared. He was 5 feet away.
He was there. He was right there. She knows she saw him. They made eye contact.
They made eye contact.
And what a jerk. He knows she's walking toward him with that old bag. Doesn't help, leaves. Thinks it's a better
That bag
reason.
was bigger than her.
Yeah. Oh, he's done. Okay, we can move on.
No. So this was worse than the tornado for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This was you having to convince Lana that you were 45 minutes inside of a tornado together, but she's crazy and she was awake, but yet she was really passed out and dreaming it. That's psychotic. Like, we're crossing that line. This is full on sociopath, where you're gonna wait until she's 10 feet away to then just leave, where she obviously finds the rose that you dropped, so she would know that you were completely there and you did make the eye contact, where I'm trying to understand Clark's motivation for that besides just being a total dickhead.
I think he was being a dickhead.
Oh, okay. So this means to me, Lana needs to find a French boy. And she needs to leave Clark forever. And they should never be together. Because that is awful.
I will say I admit, at least now, I am wrong in the fact that they don't deserve each other.
They don't. No.
Yeah, Clark deserves somebody like Chloe now. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, that was just shots fired. I don't believe it. It was just shots fired.
Dude, stop.
Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing?
No.
Oh, are we getting to the next scene with Chloe? Because, yeah, we are.
No.
And you know who's looking good? Chloe.
She does look good.
You know who's not a dumb whore? Chloe.
Hey, dude. Your son's in the other room, dude. Your son's in the other
Don't say dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If I have to listen to this, I got rid of one brother, we need to get rid of the other. Let's go to the courthouse now, where we see Lex arriving. Chloe is there, obviously, and she is looking great.
The green kind of ruins it.
No!
You like the green shirt?
Fashion police. You gonna be the new Pete on me? Is that what you're gonna do, Jesse?
Oh, he's gone.
What?
Somebody has to do it.
Well, dude, we have to be fashion police with Chloe. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, she hasn't messed up in a while. But...
Don't make fun of Harriet the Spy, alright? She's grown up.
Harriet the Spy is so cool.
But you know where Chloe is concerned? Because Lex, she walks up to and says, hey, where's Clark? He was supposed to be here 5 minutes ago. And
no, they need to be here within the next 5 minutes because the judge is going to grant him bail on Lionel.
And this is where Clark is having to give his testimony. And this is where Lex then thinks, I'm just hoping that Clark didn't change his mind. What are you talking about? You guys are best friends.
Why would he do that? And Lex is like,
Before we get to this next moment, I just have to ask you guys a question. When you show up to court and you're supposed to give a testimony and you're supposed to just be in court, what would you wear?
Red and blue.
Do you see how everyone is dressed? Let's just get to the next moment.
No. You don't understand, Taylor. Clark is Marshall, dude. He is the Marshal.
It's his uniform.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Red and blue.
No one says anything to Clark Kent. You know why? Because it's fucking Clark Kent.
I need a badge.
The red and blue is the badge, bro.
I need a badge on the waist.
They look red and blue jeans, boots.
Like, you're right.
That's
like even
Clark
Chloe got out of her dyed hair.
Thank you.
That. No one says anything to Clark about him just wearing whatever he wants.
And do you think he was late on purpose? He's always late on accident. Do you think he was late on purpose for this?
No, I'm confused. And the fact that any time he shouldn't show up is now, and then he decides to show up.
Because he technically, he left at the same time as Lex.
Yeah.
But also...
Oh, so you're like, yeah, he could have changed.
Yeah, he didn't change.
No.
He looks like he came straight from the train station.
Yeah.
Or the plane, or airport.
He went to just watch Lana get on the plane. He's a psychopath.
There she goes.
He watched her go all the way up. Watched her struggle with her bag still across the street.
You think she had a rose?
Yes. And you know what he
rose.
said while she walked away? Dummy.
Still got her.
Yeah. Still mine. Have fun in Betty.
See you in 2 semesters.
Lana, burn the flower.
Yeah, so Clark walks in with his normal attire. And Lex is like, Clark, hey, boom. Clark just brushes his shoulder, walks past him, doesn't even acknowledge Lex, goes straight into the courtroom, and Lex just accepts it, wow, he still showed up. Cool, can't say shit right now. Lionel comes out, it's obviously clear. He's going to prison. He lost.
Clark gave the testimony.
Guy's guilty. Dude, I kind of wish we kind of had a court scene.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we could have done that.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, maybe if this turned into a Law & Order SVU episode, sure.
No, I was thinking Legally Blonde.
Oh, a Legally Blonde type thing?
Yeah, don't snap these last year Prados at me, honey.
What? I object.
Yeah,
by the way, they're talking about making a third. They really shouldn't, because the second one doesn't exist.
Yeah, the second one sucks. But the third could be good.
No. No.
Didn't even believe it.
Yeah, I didn't believe
you
had no hope. No hope already.
You know why? It's because you can't continue a classic.
Nah.
Once a classic is made, it's hard to keep going with it. There's no need for certain sequels. First one, it's flawless.
That's great.
It's fantastic. I could rewatch it right now. You guys want to do that?
Yeah.
Lex is like, Clark, it means so much to me that you came. I didn't do it for you, Lex.
Clark walking out of the courthouse, Lex, of course, following him. They're now having the conversation where Clark blatantly says, friendship's over!
Yeah, I came here because it's the right thing to do. This friendship's over.
Lex is left there going, man, I haven't felt like this since my 12th birthday party.
With no friends, because he literally only had one friend.
But I did have a lot of presents, so it was okay.
It wasn't. He got a box, and he thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's true. But my father told me a story about a dragon.
St. George.
And then my mother killed my brother. Let's go to the Clark barn!
Clark barn. We have Clark.
Pondering the world.
Just sulking, He's so sad. Such a sad farm boy.
I wish there would be like some music in the background and this would turn into a Footloose scene. Of him just like punching the air.
Angry dance.
Punching trees.
Smoking a cigarette.
Him just tired of it. Him taking off his red jacket, throwing it.
God, he doesn't even have it on right now.
I know, it's because he threw it in the woods.
Oh, what does he say, though? Everything you said has come true. And here's Kara. I had no pleasure in witnessing this, Kal-El. I know you have great feelings for these people.
And they will miss you when you're gone.
You know, ever since the meteor shower, I brought them nothing but pain.
You did kill Lana's parents.
Dear child, come with me, Kal-El.
Yeah, she's like rubbing his back and his head. So it's really weird again. Right?
She will ease your suffering.
She?
Your birth mother.
Lara! We just started screaming it again.
She's missed you so much, Clark. How could she? She's not
dead.
alive.
She's dead. How could she do that?
Oh, her love lives on. Haven't you seen Harry Potter?
Okay, so this is where it gets weird. Her love lives on and will embrace you for the rest of your life. And she embraces his face with her hands and kisses him on the cheek, kisses him on the forehead, then kisses foreheads.
They call this the Kryptonian kiss.
Yeah, and then she kisses him. And what did she say right there?
I don't know.
Did she say anything?
No, he said, "I'm ready
Oh,
Stick your
for
tongue
the
out.
kiss."
I'm ready. But yeah, so they end up kissing, and it's just like, okay.
What is going
So
on now?
Clark
What are we
literally
doing?
just agreed, I'm fucking my cousin.
Well, there's been no proof of cousinship.
Yeah, but he...
No, there's not proof that they're not.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean...
Nobody has said otherwise, so until I have proof of that, I'm
You're
going
not
to
doing
say
it?
this is Targaryen. By the way, blonde hair. We're pretty close.
Oh, man. It's just crazy what Clark just agreed to. That's
have-
his covenant.
To have the child that mounts the mountains.
Mounts the mountains. The worlds, dude. It's going to mount planets.
Yeah, I know. I say that about my son all the time.
Mounts the mountains?
Your son's gonna mount the mountains. Nice.
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know. Stallion.
Oh, okay. So stallions are on the mountains now.
Yeah.
Is he the stallion?
That's
or is
how
he
powerful-
beating the stallion on the
No.
mountain?
He is the stallion. It's how powerful he is.
Now we go back where we're still on the farm. And John's walking out the door with
John's
Marcus, like,
pissed.
how long has Clark been gone? And apparently
Since 3, it's been an hour.
yeah, remember like Pete, he was like, yo, your parents are looking for you everywhere. And it was just blind Clark on the post out front. Oh, look, we have the buggy back?
Thank God Chloe has pulled up now, because 9 years at the torch means that you can pull up and you got a delivery.
So this is the next day, right? This is after the judge thingy? After court?
I think this is the same day.
I think this would
After
be same
they did
day.
it that early, that quick?
Yeah,
in the
because
morning?
the airport was morning, and then hearing was probably like right around noon.
I would say hearing could even be 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
And that would last-
And is that quick?
And that's going to last a couple hours, I'm sure.
He just had to give a testimony.
And then it was
And then he
guilty.
sulked at his barn for like an hour and a half.
Jesse,
or two.
did you not see? Usually what you do in a court is you have to wait. Now, I don't know this. Friend told me. But in a court, you
I
have
did
to
jury
wait.
duty.
But the issue with Clark Kent is what Joseph said. You don't wait and you just show up whenever the hell you want to, which is
'Cause
why they said they have 5 minutes left, and that's when he decided to come. So
He
that's why
overheard
it
with
was
his
so
superhero.
quick.
So she changed and everything. Okay. So this is
Yeah,
the same
Chloe's
day.
not
That's
gonna,
fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
She's
I'm
not
just
going to
wondering.
stay in that wonderful outfit for the
And get
entire
her hair
time.
done.
That's true. She did dress up. Clark
Yeah.
is already wearing his court clothes.
Yeah, thank God. But Chloe now has pulled up in the red buggy, delivering some news to John. Guess what? My guy came back to me with the fingerprints.
And it's really weird.
And I'm a fan of the Wall of Weird stuff. As you know, 9 years at the Torch, editor, the best ever. But I do want to say, this is even weird for me. John looks with a shocked face. Let's go to the next scene in the caves. You know what I want to do? Hold hands. all of a sudden we have now Clark and Kara holding hands as they are at the big rock that is opening. A big golden light is shooting out. They are looking at each other. Clark seems a little worried.
He looks pretty scared.
Kara is now looking at him, smiling. Now, all of a sudden, we have John running in out of breath. Clark, wait! Her name is not Kara.
Her name is Lindsay. She's not from Krypton.
Dad, what are you talking about? Ignore him, Kal-El. We're made for this. Chloe matched her fingerprints, Clark, to a young girl who was arrested for shoplifting 16 years ago. She's a hussy. Your name is Lindsay Harrison. No, my name is Kara. You were driving with your mother on the day of the meteor shower. Your car got direct hit on Route 8. So many accidents are there, you really should have been careful. I don't know what your mother was doing. Was she drinking?
Right.
I've done that before.
Right near the caves, dude. He says right near the caves. So obviously a direct hit
She
with
was
the
at the
meteor.
Coyote Bar.
Direct hit with
Wild
the meteor.
Coyote.
Yeah, Wild Coyote. And that's right here in the caves. And Kara's just like looking at him like, damn, he got me. It's like she knows. It's like she knows.
She should have turned into a siren right here. That's what I mean. Like, it should have been a monster.
So this is my thing now with the whole thing, because we're going to find out that she's been there just waiting for him. Jor-El's behind this whole thing. And why she knew that, like, Lex, all these people around Clark, they didn't matter, and she knew of them is because, like, of Jor-El. And Jor-El knows all of them.
So you're saying that she just... Okay.
Like, these people around Clark, and probably showed him those people, or showed her these people. It's like, yeah, these people sucked. Get them away from these people.
So my issue with this whole thing with it is, it's like he didn't really have... So what? He decided to take a young girl being, I'm going to save this girl for my son when he turns of age, and then I'm going to sick this chick on him, where then he's going to fall trapped to then his hormones, and then I'm going to get him to come in here?
That's a good idea.
Honestly, I'm thinking that she was dead, technically.
Yeah,
and she
for
was
sure.
just in the right spot, and he just resurrected her. And
Yeah.
that's his vessel. That's it.
And she just happened to be a good-looking girl for him to...
Yeah.
So if it was like anybody dead, like if it was like an...
But then let's
Well,
go...
he probably looked at her mom and he's like, younger.
yeah, because her mom was dead too.
Yeah.
He had options.
Yeah, he had options. He clearly chose
Yeah.
better. I
But
guess.
then let's continue this. Why is her name Kara? Was that a thing where it was somebody that they knew that they were related to, and that's why Jor-El gave her that name?
Yeah.
And that's where all of a sudden it seemed like that he planted the story and the life of Kara inside of Lindsay to make her believe, and he had those memories because she was a part of their family.
Yeah.
That would make sense. And that could even foreshadow, of course, because, I mean, we all know Supergirl will come.
Spoiler! But did she even resemble Kara, and that's why Jor-El ended up taking her? And that's what it more focused on for me. I just felt like with him taking some rando, I thought that was strange, maybe a little bit on the perverted, like, predator side. With him taking her as somebody that resembled a family member that then Clark would trust, that's what would make more sense to me. I just felt like, again, came on a little too strong.
Yeah. Okay. But I think, I'm going to go with just I think it was just maybe a coincidence.
It just
But that's what it ends up kind of being.
It is.
Like,
It's a coincidence that just happened.
Convenient,
Again,
you're dead
my
in front
whole
of me.
bullshit right there was just what I really was hoping for. But in the end, it's like what both of you just said. It's like coinciding. What a coincidence that we
real.
just had.
Oh, yeah, you look kind of like...
To farther, I guess, to try to make sense to this, is the only thing I would say is... Obviously, the ship to land in Kansas, it was predestined by Jor-El because of a great episode that we've watched.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is no great episode. You're talking about the one where they
Relic.
have sex in a
Relic.
bar?
Yeah. So he knew John.
Pervert.
He knew he wanted him there. So you could argue Jor-El timed. This is a stretch, obviously. Timed it for this girl that resembles Kara to use her later. That would be the stretch to crash her in that area.
All right, this is also another thing because I agree with you. I agree with you
That's
on
a
that.
stretch?
That's what it's a stretch, but it also could be the case. My whole other side of this argument is Jor-El then alive?
I don't understand.
How does he have this much power?
That's how it's always been with Jor-El.
Kryptonian technology, dude.
Yeah.
This
It's
isn't
always the
technology
argument.
to take a girl and then to plug memories into
It's
her.
the AI,
AI
subconsciousness, whatever.
can match the subconscious of the soul.
All right.
And Krypton.
If we're talking iRobot, that's fine.
They do that with Zack Snyder does it too with Man of Steel. Like he's pretty much talking to him like a natural person. They've always kind of done
He was
that.
practically God in that ship.
Yeah, it's always been confusing, even in the old movies.
I don't need confusing though. I need you when you're bringing, and this is why I mentioned Iron Man 3. When you're bringing me characters from the comics, you can't tease me like this and then give me a ha-ha moment in the season finale saying, got you, this isn't really the Mandarin, this isn't really Kara. I'm hurt.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And the fact that this is rated as high as Memoria is insane.
Yeah. But yeah. John is just admitting Jor-El used you, Lindsay, and he stripped you of your humanity, I guess. I mean, you're dead, probably. Whatever. Also, he could lure Clark to him. You two have to come with me right now.
Go with Kara.
Terrence Stamp, of course, providing his Jor-El voice from the cave.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll never be who you want me to be.
Perfect impersonation.
Kara then is sucked into the cave hole. What did you do to her? She served her purpose, as has Jonathan Kent.
See, she was already dead. So.
Take my whip.
So, why did he vaporize Kara and then let him watch him torture?
Because
if
in a way,
Kara was technically dead.
So
Kara wasn't real. It goes to what Joseph said. Yes.
Yeah, I think she was technically dead, so he's seeing it like, okay, you're just a body.
But now he's has to actually choke out John.
Well, I think also it could be sucking the life out of John.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why it's like a whip that comes out of this hole where a lightning whip, it starts sucking the life out of Jonathan, where he is just going to his knees in pain. Clark is left there standing. He's having to now make a choice where Jor-El is telling him, come with me, Kal-El. Clark, I lived a full life, son. I don't care.
Till 50? 45?
Yeah,
full life. What life expectancy do y'all have?
Don't worry, Clark. I took out a big insurance policy. You'll keep the farm forever. Jor-El can do whatever he wants to me. As long as you're free, Clark. I love you. I'll never be free, Dad. Clark, no! And now Clark accepts his fate. He opens himself up to the hole where he is now being sucked in. It's as if he is going through a TV screen, and this is Pleasantville, but instead he is going through that big golden light. All of a sudden, everything is cleared out of the cave. Jonathan's body is left there, and we cut to the next scene where we have Lionel in prison, sitting in the chair, having a big, bad other prisoner coming up to his cell and says, I'm ready for you, big boy. Grabs the back of his hair and says, I'm gonna give it to you.
What do you think was about to happen?
That was a weird scene.
And they made it a really big deal.
Yeah.
Wait, just go ahead.
No.
Well, we'll get to it.
What did y'all think was gonna happen?
It looked like he was either gonna stab him or
I thought he was gonna
kiss
stab
him or something. Maybe both.
Stab him with his own little knife.
I thought it was some Michael Scott. Don't drop the soap.
You love prison.
Oh,
dude.
You would be the belle of the ball.
So we have a whole Mozart thing going on in the background.
Slow-mo.
This is a very cool ending.
Schneider stole this. Schneider stole the slow-mo and the music.
And the second one?
Yes.
Yeah, and the second one. I feel you on that. So yeah, multiple cuts going back and forth. We see Martha slowly coming out of the house after Lionel was about to obviously get weirdly shaved by his weird prisoner associate. And we have a G-Man Suburban coming out, taking him to a house. It's Chloe.
U.S. Marshals.
Yeah, U.S. Marshals. We got Chloe.
Witness protection program.
We assume this is the witness protection. So it's going back and forth to Lionel getting his head
Well,
shaved.
and the whole time we thought, okay, he's gonna get stabbed. They made it a big deal. Then it showed his eyes. Then he's just shaving his head.
It's like, why did we lift him up like that when his hair is over?
And
here?
all these big things are happening.
Lex pouring a glass of whiskey.
Yeah.
Lionel then saying, "Hey, put a lightning strike."
Because it's just as good.
Yeah, going back and forth like, hey, put some fade on that. Taper fade.
Martha now once again coming outside of the home. We cut back to shaving the head, and now we cut
see
back
Gabe,
to
the Sullivans.
walking into their new home. As the FBI agents turn and look at them, Chloe looks behind. She seems a little nervous. 9 years at the torch, she
Some
can always
random-
smell something is up.
Random agent
Yeah,
just
that look
smiles,
didn't look
smiles and drives away. Kind of weird.
Lex is now taking a sip of his whiskey. Lionel's still getting his head shaved, and now he has a mohawk.
Oh, and John Glover's suggested he gets his head shaved for real for this.
Martha running once again. Outside, we still have a slow-mo scene. She has only walked like 10 feet. Once again, we have all the hair coming off of Lionel's face. He is just getting that thing shaved. All of a sudden, Gabe opens his own home and says, "This looks nice. Come on, Chloe."
He's always in a
This
good
is witness
mood.
protection, bro. It's a new home.
Gabe is always in good spirits.
It's a two-story.
Oh, boom. Soon as Chloe closes the door.
Whoa, don't just say boom like that.
Soon as Chloe closes
What's going
the door,
on? I don't like this.
Boom.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Complete devastation, obliteration of this house. Soon after she closed it.
No
So,
coming back from
there's
that.
no coming
There-
back.
She
how?
knew what was no. She knew what was going on. I'm now worried. I saw.
She's dead.
No, she's not.
How
she's
can
fine.
you come? As soon as she closed the door, what, she fell in the
fine.
trap door?
Dude, you know she's
She's
dead.
fine.
They said this is her last appearance.
No, they didn't.
She went to prison.
You
straight
told me
after
she
that.
was.
Yeah, that's true.
You told me she was the only reoccurring character for the entire series.
So the
Dude,
4 seasons.
for 4 seasons. It's just like Lana.
This
how
is
she
only
said-
3 seasons.
It's just like
flashback.
Lana. She said she's gonna be gone forever. She just meant
Flashbacks, you said.
she just meant 2 months. I meant 4 seasons. Entire series.
Y'all see that last turn? That was the prestige moment.
Okay. All right. So Chloe's presumed dead, and her dad.
Yeah.
But you can't just allow the thing to disappear. You always have to bring it back. They call the final turn the prestige.
I just
Dude,
rewatched
yeah.
that again. That's real good. And he did a great job of
See,
selling
I
that.
wasn't going to do the accent because nobody could do Michael Caine because
Yeah.
he's the best.
Yeah, that's.
Let's get back to head shaving.
I do like to say people are dying, explosions, fires in the field, and just as big of a deal, shaving his head. I like how that's all on the same level.
Lex is.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
we haven't talked
Choking.
about
Martha runs out to the field.
Right, we
She
see the
sees
fire.
a big fire. We now cut to Lex where he is choking on that whiskey.
Looks like it was poisoned.
By the way, Lex,
Cyanide.
he's been screwed like every season finale, it seems.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got a plane crash. We got poison.
The first one he was
Tornado.
the first one was tornado.
Patrick let his dad die.
Like, again,
Yeah.
every season finale, Lex is just not doing good. Hold on. Is it May? Oh, I need to go to my Clark room.
Yeah, he should have gone to his Clark room, just rubbed his blanket or something.
Lex falls over. He shatters that coffee table. He is now choking. Lionel is still getting his hair cut. Martha is looking at the fire going, I wonder what this says.
So it's like a little line of a flame, and then all of a sudden, boosh, it just flames up into a Kryptonian symbol. It actually means
I got your son, bitch.
covenant.
Oh,
The
you
symbol means covenant.
You speak Kryptonian.
Yes. I do actually.
So it doesn't mean I got your son, bitch?
No.
I think that's what
Oh,
covenant means.
my apologies.
Oh, you're wrong.
I was
You were right.
Crusade.
Oh, that's not it.
No, you guys are both wrong.
Yeah.
It means crusade because apparently it's a reference to the season premiere of the season 4. That's the name of the episode.
I don't think I've ever seen that episode. I've never seen this episode. Because also I don't...
Season?
You've seen the season 4 premiere.
I don't remember.
I've watched it with you before.
I don't
With you.
remember. No, we were never there.
Dude, okay.
Jonathan is now lying in the cave. I'm hoping he's dead. Fingers crossed.
Well, then I'm glad Chloe's dead.
Oh,
yeah, that's what we're gonna say.
But we all saw the turn. I just already elaborated.
Yeah,
the
dude, he just
prestige.
snoring, he's sleeping.
Yeah, I already laid out my
finally
evidence.
getting a
I
good rest.
already
Yeah, he's
told-
getting a good rest. He did a lot
Finally.
of chores today.
By the way,
he had to go ask a child for fingerprints.
I put in the notes though, with the head shaving in this next part. I hope Lionel keeps the rat tail. I really was like, this is gonna be hard.
That would have been amazing.
He would have really had a good reputation in prison. But
Bro.
yes, Lionel is still smiling as he's getting this haircut. That symbol is left in the field. We are getting the pan out from the Kent farm as it is burning. Lex is now choking. We are once
pan
again
out on
getting
him.
the pan out on him.
Fully shaved head, Lionel. He's so fit. Look at his arms.
I know,
Jesus.
dude.
No, he's not fit. John should have whooped his ass, but he can't.
And he
'cause
says,
he's weak.
"Thank you." And he looks satisfied with that haircut. Because look, not only we have Lex and Lionel who are all bald now. And now Jor-El is talking to Kal-El. Kal-El, you shall be reborn now. And then we get a pan out on Clark. He is the S in the crest shape going away. Kind of looks like it looks like a weird Phantom Zone type thing, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
that's what it kind of.
But it's not.
He's
But
naked.
He's naked, and he's being reborn. He just looks like he's going into clouds.
But
So, I don't like. Where did he go?
despite what you say about that episode, the last part was cool.
No, that
That
whole
was a
last
good
part
part.
is great.
I said the last 5 minutes is
The only
great.
thing that was missing was Lana and her wet hair leaving on the plane.
Honestly,
Yeah,
we could have had the
we could've
pan
had
out
a
on
pan
her
out.
from the plane
Yeah,
window,
looking
seeing
sad.
Clark naked in the cloud.
And then he deny it.
Yeah, then he denies it.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like plane. What do you mean?
Plane blew up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The crest goes through the plane, and then Lana
And
gets
then Lana's
deserted on the
dead.
island.
Oh yeah, she's a
She
badass.
meets her own crazy guy on the island. What was his name?
And she also sees the necklace LL.
Yeah,
It's
Lana Lang.
Oh, makes sense. It worked.
Dude, theory.
It's all connecting.
It's Warpol's Atom Crisis.
No, we're not going back there.
It's happening.
Yeah, Pete can handle the divorce over the phone, but not in real life.
That's
huh?
right.
Yeah, not when it's happening to you. But I do want to say this. In that final scene with Lionel of him
Probably
going
at
through
home.
his head, you know what that signified to me? Is that Lex can't be the true Luthor, so I have to do it for him.
Damn.
And that's what I saw in that moment was he was the real Lex Luthor that we have seen in the comics.
Yeah.
I thought that's what Lionel's character was now going to become because once again, Lex's character just falls for anything and he's just drinking his damn whiskey as if it's nothing. He has nobody that he trusts? Like no right-hand man that he could honestly have to test the whiskey at all times or test everything?
Yeah, we're having all those Asian guys that make him tea.
Exactly. Somehow Lex is just always trusting about everything.
He's only 23. His frontal lobe isn't fully developed.
Yeah, but he was raised on the Greek stories, the Roman stories.
That helps develop the frontal lobe.
The Bible stories. He was raised on everything when it came to those hardcore war moments. So at this point, Lex has no excuse. And I think he should have known better. Because once again, this is the third season
He
in a row.
definitely should have known better.
Third season in a row, he's in a life or death situation.
Yeah, but one was natural causes.
One was natural causes, one was wife, the
Yeah.
other one was poison.
Which those two are his dad.
All three are his dad.
Yeah.
All
So you
three
should
are.
trust him.
Instead of him being able to go to a safe place, he was there arguing with his dad in his office.
Yeah, he should definitely. It's his dad's problem.
Yeah. And all he had to do was,
But it is interesting with, I almost feel like we've all said that Lionel probably grows out his hair to taunt Lex.
for sure.
Then what does this represent him
I'm better at being bald than you. Like, that's what I think this is. This is once again another one up from Lionel.
I don't even need hair.
Yeah, like, this is how pathetic you are. I could copy you and be better than you. You think my hair makes me? Let me show you what I really am. And that's why the hands through the head, it's him becoming the real villain because Lex can't take that mantle. Turns out he did lie to Jonathan during that fight where he won. And that was, I raised my son to be strong. No.
He didn't believe that.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all.
Well, and like you said in that one episode that he blamed his wife for making Lex weak. So only when he's strong he takes credit, but when he's weak,
Memoria.
Mom's fat,
Academy Award winning episode. Yeah. Yes.
It's great.
It stays with us forever.
Yeah, it does.
Best of the season. Season 3 finally ending. Guess what? I don't know how I feel.
Dude, we're here, man. Season 4, I get Lois, baby. I get Lois. She's the best.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh. See, season 4.
You don't know.
Oh, I'm glad we all have,
Season 4, I'm spotty on at this point. I truly, whenever we get like halfway, I don't think I know exactly what would be going on. I've never seen the episodes. So now we're really getting into the surprise factor that I've been wanting. And at this point, I've got to say, with season 3, I mean, I've had like 3 episodes, guys.
that you like.
3 out of 22? Those aren't good stats.
How many did you like in second season?
I don't know. In fact, I feel like it's a coin flip. The problem is this season has Memoria.
Yeah.
Memoria is so good. I'll, no matter what, give it to season 3. And you could always say Asylum because I have JTT always showing up.
And Shattered was pretty good, too.
And Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah, the introduction.
Delete.
Delete's great. I'll give you Delete, too.
It's solid, bro.
Oh, wait.
So we're 20% of the season. 25.
Yeah.
It's a good quarter.
25. Good quarter.
So all I'm saying is each season is getting a little better. Arguably.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yes, I will give you that.
Bad.
Wow. What are you talking about? We're going back.
For
Whitney, baby.
we don't ever get Whitney.
Oh, yeah, top 10. How do you like that?
No.
Whitney versus Adam. Fight. Who wins?
Whitney's like 49, bro. He's like top
Who wins?
50.
Whitney versus Adam.
Adam. Are you kidding me?
I think Whitney wins.
Really?
Yeah.
I think John.
Adam was literally trained in fighting.
Whitney's been shot.
Did you see his... okay, and he cried like a bitch. He didn't take it like a man.
He's been shot, dude.
It's definitely
My
Adam.
dad's sick. I'm gonna go get tattoos with the guys. Kryptonite tattoos. We're done here. Clark is gone. Lana's gone. Lex is probably gone. Chloe's definitely gone. John may be gone.
Why'd you just point at me? Why'd you just touch me about Chloe
But
being gone?
when will we find out?
So next season's going to be about Martha?
Yes!
Just an episode of
Martha
Martha.
and Lionel in jail.
She just goes visits him.
You're the only one I can talk to about this stuff.
By the way, I'm in for it.
It's called Smallville. We don't
Yeah.
meet
And then
everybody.
they do the interlocking that Lex and Lionel did, like with the fingers.
Or what if Lionel says I'm still blind and starts paying attention to her
Or
face?
it's like in Goldmember when Dr. Evil goes and visits his girl in prison, and that's what they do.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They drink the mojo.
No, they're classy.
Oh, no.
You know.
Lionel's a perfect
I will
dude.
never love another man. Yes, that's true.
Oh, man. So, yes, we're done with Covenant Season 3 finale. Again, this is a Somebody Save Me podcast. Thank you for riding through this roller coaster with us. Next week is awards for the season. Remember to give us suggestions. It'll be a week from now. And then also, after that, we'll have our Season 4 premiere. And we'll be stronger than ever. Right, Taylor?
No.
Thank you again, Jesse, for joining
Yeah,
us
of
here.
course. I'll see
Always
you
a
next
pleasure
finale.
to have you. Catch us next week. Follow us on everything. Good night.
Go to hell. 5 stars us, though.
Or good day. depending where you're at.
Always morning. I feel like good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And in case
Yeah.
I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
2 references. All right.